The following content are the expressed thoughts, views, ideas, and opinions of the individuals and guests of the Nerds Have Spoken podcast. This podcast may contain adult language and themes not suitable for children under the age of 17. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. Please stand by while we wait for the cast of the Nerds Have Spoken. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Jason Lowry on the Nerds Have Spoken. I'm here with my partners in crime. I got Mr. E. Wells, I got Wolfenstein, and Eric the Griller B. How you guys doing?
Yo, feeling good, man. How about you guys?
I'd be doing better if I knew what time it was.
Yes, sir. It's time to nerd up or shut up.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe this week I'll do cats, like just jumping out everywhere.
Man.
Oh man, how was your?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Doing well.
A lot better. A lot better than the week before. Still not 100%, satisfied, but no one ever will be, right? But yeah, man, I'm a lot better. I think things are we're starting to see processes take place. So yeah, no, I'm good with that. What about you, Larry?
Not too bad, dude. Just kind of hanging out, working, that sort of thing. That's pretty much about it. It's been a pretty quiet week for me. So just kind of been relaxing. Obviously, we didn't have a meetup on Saturday, but we'll definitely have one this Saturday. So.
Yes, sir.
What about you, Wells?
You got your meat together now? You all good?
My augmentin surgery, or
surgery.
Augmentation.
Augmentation, yeah.
You had to get a breast lift. That's all.
We're not judging at all.
No, not at all. Maybe just a little bit. But not a lot. That's good, man.
I had an itch real quick. Like,
for our out there, for our visual, for our listeners out there, Lowry just he threw the Brooklyn salute, or is that the Bronx here?
I give you the Northern Virginia hello.
Good old finger in the middle.
Yo, that to be honest about the finger up here, like people use it so much it like lost its meaning. I don't know about you guys where you guys are at, but anyways. So how are you?
I think it has the same meaning across the board, bro.
Why do you use it so much? Why are you so angry?
Who, me? Oh, I'm not angry. I'll just say
everyone.
Everyone. I just use my words.
and a couple of good memes.
A lot of good
I've
memes.
definitely put some people to shame when sitting in cars next to me. So, but yeah, Wells and Wolf, how about you guys? How was your week?
Yeah, it was pretty good, man. I mean, besides the normal stuff that's going on, I've just been taking a break from social media, really. Just trying to enjoy what's in front of me, my family and friends, and just trying to take in everything that's happening as usual, and just trying to reflect at the end of the day. But we had a couple of good days this week as far as weather's concerned in New York. It was a good week to just catch up with friends and family, and that was pretty much it for me, man. So it was a decent week.
Nice.
How about you, Wolf? What's going on?
Not much. Our bathroom's done, other than the chandelier that's still sitting here that I showed you guys last week. I gotta hang that for her.
Right.
That giant thing. It's gonna be fun.
The swing.
Yeah, the swing.
I saw that middle finger.
I saw that again. He is angry. He's angry.
He is angry.
I'm not angry. See, look.
Yo, Eric B. Freeze?
Eric B. froze.
Oh, he looks like he's pissed at his video right now.
Why is he mad? Everyone's mad today.
For real. He's mad today, bro. It's okay.
I saw what you grilled. You shouldn't be mad at all.
Yeah, right?
We are off the rails already. I love it.
That's how we do.
Oh, man. Yeah, man.
Fellas, did anyone get anything good this week?
Ooh.
Yeah, I did, man. I don't know if I told you guys last week if I didn't or not. I did get that Archangel and that Nightcrawler from Marvel Legends. So if I said it last week, my bad. I'm repeating it. But those are pretty cool. I'm trying to fill out my 90s X-Men collection. and it looks like it's going to be a mixture of Mafex and Marvel Legends. So I'm happy with that.
That Archangel is beautiful, man. I clapped 2 of those actually.
Yo, I had my second one because I had one, and when I got rid of all my Legends, I sold that one. And it came pretty back in the day. But yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. And then shout out to Just One. He was selling some of his doubles, I'd assume, but I did get another hot rod. So now I have this one and the Fans Toys one, and this one will be in my car mode, which is perfect. And it is already there, so I don't have to transform it.
Look at you, yeah.
So how are you displaying, bro? Since you just brought that up, I'm sorry to go into question mode.
Oh, no,
that's a good question.
How are you displaying these now? Are you displaying them by seasons, or are you displaying everything with alt and bot mode? Because you just mentioned that you got it for your alt mode. So is that how you're doing it, or?
Yeah, my plan right now, I have all the stuff that's in bot mode on shelves right now, and everything that's double is in the box. My plan, I have 2 ideas for it. One, I'm either going to have that character with their alt mode, or I'm just going to have one side alt mode and the other side all bots, which I think would look a little better in your opinion. You can kind of maximize your space at that point. So I think, because I'm going Detolfs and Billy's for my action figures, but Detolfs for the Transformers.
Nice.
But that was a good question.
All right, cool beans. That's what's up.
Yep. Oh, and what's pretty cool too, going back to Just, he autographed the box, man. You know, he's like an artist, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
He sent, you know, on both sides, which is pretty cool. So I thought that was dope. And then, you know, we like to talk shoes and stuff here, man. So I posted these in the Realm of Sneakerhead group, but I forgot to talk about them on the show. But I did.
Buddy. Oh, you copped them? Nice.
Yeah, man.
That's what's on the LeBrons, right?
Yep, the LeBron Monstars. They were on sale on the Nike website.
On sale? What'd you
That's
got?
a purple shoe.
Yeah, for real.
I wish I could see it.
Dang, you can't see purple either? Dang, man.
Well, you can't see purple either?
Well, it looks like a darker gray because, like, with the red that's in it.
And then they kind of like mismatch. They got the orange up there. I don't expect you to see orange, but dang, I didn't know you couldn't see purple either.
That's a wild design.
Well, I can see it to an extent. It's like a different tint.
Look at that! Look at that soul! Look at that!
Yeah, that's so fast. Now is that his signature in the bottom of the sneaker?
Yeah, yep, that's his signature.
Nice.
What's crazy about
did
these?
He sign his soul away?
Good one.
But don't
what I like about them though, man, is not only are they comfortable with the the air bubble that goes around, but the colorway is pretty cool. So they're like purple at the tip here, but if you look up here, they're navy blue with the orange and all the multicolors in there. So these are pretty dope. I've been looking at them for quite some time. I just couldn't see myself pulling the trigger on the price that they work. But then Nike had a sale. They dropped them down, and I ended up getting them for well under $200, which is great. I think regular retail on them was like $225 or something like that. So
man, it was a good deal, bro. That's what's up.
And when will you wear those? Like those special kind of shoes for a special occasion? What are those?
No, I rock these in the street. Like I get basketball shoes just for the basketball court when I'm hooping. But these are styling. So I'm gonna wear these out with like some blue cargo shorts, maybe an orange polo or orange t-shirt. I actually got an orange Transformers Bumblebee shirt coming to rock out with those, and like some blue cargo shorts or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Very cool.
That's pretty much it for me, man. What about you, Wolf? I seen you had some little goodies. A little treasure hunt.
Show us your goodies.
I had a good weekend.
Look at him.
I'm so excited.
He's so giddy right now. He's so giddy.
He so is.
We'll start off small.
He's so happy. Oh, you better not tease us.
You gotta start off small and build up, man. Build up.
Yeah. The good stuff last. So I got Motu Classics Cyclone.
Nice, dude.
That's
got a little spare head is 2000X head.
So you got a little head, huh?
Nice.
Oh, it's a little bit.
Does it have the gimmick that it used to have back in the day?
In the chest or in the?
Yeah, he has the hologram, but he doesn't spin. But he does. It's really cool if you can see it.
Yeah.
Right there.
He does, man. Nice.
No. He's got to mold it in.
Okay.
But I thought that was a cool touch, though. Just
yeah. If you're not gonna have him do it, I guess you still bring it back a little nostalgia.
Yeah, man. Did that come loose or that was loose, right?
That was loose. I got him for a very, very good price, probably.
Nice.
So
nice.
All right.
And today I picked this up. I was waiting for something. I got a probe droid.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice. You can see that.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
And I got a shout out right now. First, 2 shout outs. First, I want to shout out our friend in Anthony Lewis in Michigan. My Rock crew sent me this.
Oh yeah, the Ultron.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Very nice.
Shout out to A Boogie.
Shout out to that dude. Hope to see him soon.
Oh.
And then I got to give a shout out to our friend New York Mike. He helped me out.
All right.
Got some Marvel Legends. We got the Black Widow wave. We got Taskmaster.
Yeah, that Taskmaster is beautiful, boy.
That's a beautiful thing. I
really
love
is. That's a really good figure.
Really good looking figure. Do you have the Red Guardian?
Nice.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm a little disappointed in this one right off the bat because they do not have a helmet or an extra head with a helmet on there. I thought
that's what I was disappointed in too. I thought they would have had an extra head for that.
Huge miss.
I thought they dropped the ball on that. I gotta admit.
They did.
They show them with it on the box. You gotta give it to them, you know?
Yeah, that's a huge miss.
And of course, the star of the show.
Yeah.
Woo!
My girl.
That's a good looking figure, dude.
Really is.
The face sculpt on this thing is amazing. They've really come a long way with that voice.
It is. Marvel Legends doing great with the sculpts.
Yeah, they are.
And then finally, my favorite part of here. My vintage toy shop next to my work reopened up.
Hold on, drum
Nice,
roll.
dude. Let's do it.
Reopened up. That's where I get my Transformers crack, my G1.
Get it.
And the man splurged a little bit.
Oh, that means it's a little pricey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Got a needle nose Target Master. Pew 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 pew.
There you go.
Nice.
We got the clones, the Decepticon clones.
Oh,
right.
top spinning. Was that?
Nice.
Oh, no. It's not that.
A Pounce and Wingspan.
Yeah.
My cousin had those as kids, man. We used to mess with the holograms on them all the time.
You
Yo,
can
bro, I
still
gotta
get those
come visit.
decals.
Yeah, I gotta come visit you, Wolf, man, because the places that you go to find these toys, man, is how
Where
find
you got
shit.
that sound wave? Where you got that sound wave? That link I sent you, that's their store.
Nice.
Oh, where? Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
There you go.
I will be saving that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of my favorite Decepticons.
And here, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Little ape
Nice.
face. Looking good. And finally,
Uh-oh.
one more. The other one. The other one.
Nice.
That's what's up, bro.
That is what's up.
That's
Man, that looks
super.
in great condition, bro.
Yeah.
These are all in tremendous condition. The stickers are looking good. Their joints are nice and tight.
Yeah, stickers look
Beautiful.
great on there. Holy shit.
It was a good weekend, boys.
So how close are you completing those?
I still got a little ways to go.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Good,
That's
man. I
great,
got a
man.
question for you, Wolf.
What's that?
So when I know you're doing detox for some of your stuff. How are you going to display your G1 stuff? Is that Billy's or you got a different display set up for that?
The masterpiece stuff's going to be in the details. I know that for a fact. I don't know what we're going to do. We're talking about building like really long shelves.
Nice.
Maybe stacking those, and then we're also going to put these up too. And
Yeah.
we gotta get to work on that room. We've been putting that off too long. It's getting really crowded in there. So hopefully that's going to be a project.
Yeah,
Well, IKEA's opening in, so I can finally get another detail, so I can start unloading this stuff.
Nice.
There you go.
So,
well, you're busy putting up chandeliers in the bathroom, so
yeah.
Taking some time.
Got to make it fit for a king and queen in that
Good word, you know what I'm saying?
You need to set up like one of those automatic air fresheners so that way you make her happy.
Trying to do a royal flush.
Courtesy flush.
Right.
Yeah.
all the time.
Good stuff, man.
Good stuff, bro.
You get anything, Wells?
Man, it was a slow week for me. I didn't get much. Just a quick shout out to like you piggyback off of you. A quick shout out to New York Mike. He picked these up for me as well. Just to finish my Crimson Dynamo series. Got my Elena.
There you go.
Elena Belova.
Yes, sir. It's a very nice figure. Like I said, the face sculpts they're doing on these are very good. You know, they're so good. And I got the Winter Soldier, so this finishes the collection.
That's a good looking Winter Soldier, man.
It's good, but I like the first one better. But you know, this one's good too. But I like the first one a little bit better.
That was closer to the comic, though, right? Or is that?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask.
Right, exactly.
The first one was more MCU, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it for this week, man. New York Mike hooked me up, and I appreciate him as well for looking out for the brother.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. One more.
Ooh,
I did get this new shirt that I have on. It's Black Lives Matter.
Man. That shirt looks dope.
Nice
Yes,
shirt.
sir. And as you can see, I don't know if you guys have watched Martin back in the day.
I was going to say, it looked like the logo, like the coloring and all that.
Martin thing going on there with the Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
Nice.
You can check out Raquel Mariel Designs. They make T-shirts, they make hats, they make anything that you can think of. And it's also ran by my wife. So check her out. Raquel Mariel Designs.com.
You should throw the link up in the groups.
I most certainly will.
Yeah, definitely. We'll post that and shout her out. So.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's it for this week, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, man. What about you, Lowry?
Oh, let's see here.
Uh-oh, this sounds like a mini haul.
You know it.
Where to start? Screw it.
You gotta look at the table to figure out what to start with first.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people. So I got these. So remember those KFC hands?
Hey, no drug paraphernalia.
Yeah, I know, right? I hold it like that too. That's how you hold crack.
He's done this before.
Yeah. So I got the hands from KFC, but they're actually going to be replacements for my Fan Stories Hot Rod.
Oh, nice.
Well, that'll work.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm actually going to. What's that?
You smart. Send me that link.
Here, hold on. Let me play that clip again. What? No, but
hey, whenever we get into a tiff, he gonna play that back. Like, remember what you said?
Yeah. So what happens is because these actually look, I have them right here. I was actually going to modify it. Yeah. So what it is, it's actually on like a peg on these, and so what it is, I'm having a peg 3D printed so the hands can go right on it, and it actually won't interfere with transformation.
Wow, nice. I like it, man.
And I already tested it, looked at it, so far hasn't had any problems. The hands are a little bit nicer, a little bit bigger than with the old ones, so I guess it's always nicer to have something bigger.
That's what she said.
So a lot of people don't realize I'm doing that Ecto-1 build, so nice. Shout out to my buddy Errol. I think that's how you say his name. But anyway, so long story short, he 3D printed this stuff, and I'll actually give a link out. He does a lot of 3D print stuff.
That looks good. Man.
He did that, and then obviously because I'm painting this like the cartoon, like a hyper cartoon. So with this up top, and he actually printed this also, and so yeah, I can move it and everything.
That's sick.
And then actually he sent me also these parts, which will actually screw right onto here for the light, so you guys can kind of see it. So I have on either side and on the back and everything else, and I'm actually going to put LEDs and everything on it. And then just another little touch that he turned around and sent me, if I can pick this shit up. So remember on the original Ecto-1, some people can remember or not, it had these little vents on the hood. There was two of them.
I don't remember.
On the passenger side. So anyways, he actually 3D printed these so I can put it on the hood.
Oh, wow.
So it's almost like a hot air exhaust vent?
Yeah. So nice. He turned around and printed that. And then obviously, let's see here. Next.
Oh, that little G.I. Joe action, huh?
Yeah, man. So I got, was it Roblox, I guess it is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's a little bit different. It's not too bad. It's actually a pretty solid figure for the most part. I just don't like the gun that came with it.
That's a huge...
Yeah, it looks like some shit from Doom or something like that.
You know what, though, Lowry?
BFG.
I just got an idea, man, that might make it look more militaristic. If you take and clip off the clips, the edges there, at the tip of the gun, take those off. Yeah. Boom! Now you got a military grade gun.
I'm having a buddy 3D print me a Puff the Magic Dragon.
Oh snap! Big old Gatling gun.
So yeah. So long story short, I have a couple guys that do like resin and 3D printing and stuff. And this Gatling gun, he actually did it in translucent green, which is a part of the rest of my set, which I'll show in a second. But yeah, so I got him, dude. He comes with like the knife and everything that comes out of the chest and all that. And, dude, I kind of want to put a Terry Crews head on there.
I know, right?
I can really see him playing Roadblock, man.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
I could really see that.
I could see that too.
Perfect.
And then
great.
A lot of people give her shit. But yeah, so I got her. I keep forgetting her fucking name.
She looks good though.
It's not bad, but dude, she's got kind of like a lazy ass. You have to tilt her head a certain way so she's
Yeah.
Dang.
If not, like if you look at it like straight on, like it looks like she's like looking in two different directions.
That two knives in her backpack.
But dude, check this out. So she's got. Let me pull this down. So she's got a knife right here that pulls out that she can hold.
Oh wow!
And then in the back, she's got two knives that pull out in the back also here.
That's
nice. Cool. That is so.
And it's kind of neat.
The bottom of her quiver. That's pretty sweet. I like that.
Yeah, and it's a pretty nice figure. She's pretty steady. The paint apps are great on it. I think I might do some wash on her hair just to make it not look as cartoon-esque because some of the other ones look kind of more realistic than what she does.
Right.
But yeah, dude, she's actually a pretty good figure. Has pretty good stance and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. This bad boy.
Duke.
So he's actually a pretty good figure.
Duke.
And what I did was he actually came with like a bayonet or something that went across him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also came with a backpack. I actually took the two of them off because it made it look like it was more like from the cartoon by taking those two off. So, and of course he comes like, accessory. He's got the gun, everything else. I mean, he's not too bad. I mean, the joints are, dude, listen to these joints. That's the joint in the knee, dude. So pretty good figure. And the face isn't that bad. It's kind of hard to zoom in.
They still got slide down legs on those too, right?
Yeah. So they actually have the slide like these here where it slides up and down, where it
nice
folds out and stuff. So they're doing a lot better. Like, dude, these figures are pretty nice.
They are, man. I like the Snake Eyes. I haven't gotten my Destro yet and my second Snake Eyes yet. But I do like them, man. What do you think, Lowry, in comparison to the Snake Eyes? Now that you have them all for the most part.
Well, I'm gonna leave Snake Eyes for last. Okay. Destro.
That's true.
That's a good looking figure.
Yeah, these figures look really good now.
Dude, he's pretty nice, man. He is. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
He comes with a couple guns. Of course, he's got the gold gun that pops out. And then, of course, if you look at the other gun, too, it's pretty nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty detailed. He's got a really nice paint. He's definitely got some molding in the head, too, that looks pretty cool on him. It's kind of hard to see because of the... I'll do some high-end photos and post them up on our page and stuff. But he's got the same type of legs and everything. And it's kind of cool with the case. The case here is actually a matte black. If you look on the one side, I guess he's got the Cobra emblem there, and you flip it over and it has it there.
Oh,
so they kind of give you two different choices to choose from.
Right.
And if you open this.
Yeah, let's get inside of that because that was one of the debates we had on the show one day. So is that plastique or cash?
This looks like cash to me.
I thought so too. I thought it was money.
It looks like money to me because plastique wouldn't. The whole thing would be orange if it was plastique.
Or all gray with no bands on it, right?
Yeah. So that looks like cash to me, and if you look inside there's actually molded keys for a key.
Yeah. See,
it's pretty neat. I'm thinking about actually painting it. But dude, the screen right here is actually. Oh man, I'm starting to get blurry. Hang on 1 second.
It's all good.
All right, there we go.
There we go.
So if you look here, this is a like a metallic green paint.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like glossy too. Look at it.
It looks good, man. It's detailed well.
Yeah, they did real good detail work on this.
So then,
so good.
Snake Eyes, and I kind of took
Hasbro poster.
Yeah. So Snake Eyes, I actually did a combo of the two different Snake Eyes. I actually did a head swap.
Okay.
And I suggest to do the head swap because this is what it looks like with the head swap. The head swap looks better on the other one.
I can see that. That's nice.
All right, so here I got the box with the other one. See if it's kind
of,
that head looks better on that one than what this one does. So I did the head. That was a simple thing that I did, and then what I did was I actually swapped out the guns because the other ones that came with this have all the holes and stuff in them.
Yeah.
So I have
more futuristic stuff.
Dude, it's pretty cool. So I got that in the mail. I got all of those, and then I got a bunch of 3D printed shit. All right. So remember when I was talking about that Puff the Magic Dragon?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it made me this. No, this is translucent green. So a buddy of mine
is that
made
for
these.
Green Lantern?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
so I got him to make this for Green Lantern, and literally, I have a whole box of Green Lantern shit.
Oh, nice.
So,
nice.
Dude, look, I got a
giant fist.
Yeah, I got 2 green translucent fists.
Hulk smash.
And then,
Me to it.
and then I got 2 small ones. Right.
Nice.
Then you'll kind of like this. There's a lot of shit. Sword and a shield.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
With the logo.
Oh, that's good.
With the logos on it too. That's pretty
Yep,
sweet. The
yep.
lantern symbols.
And dude, check this out. He also did grenades.
Oh, that's
cool.
That's dope. That is so.
He did the grenades, and then he also did these, which I'll show you. Pull these out. Literally got a little box of everything. Look at this.
Ooh,
I had him make me a bunch of these in translucent green for a Green Lantern. And then of course he did regular grenades.
Oh, nice.
Same style.
G.I. Joe for sure, bro.
Mm-hmm. So I got those, right? And then let's see here. Almost done because this is from the same guy. He got me this. He got me a bunch of these claymores.
What is that?
Claymore mines.
Yeah, he got me a bunch of. He made a bunch of these. So I got those in different colors. And then let's see here. I think that's pretty much about it. Oh, and I got a new Snake Eyes head in the mail.
Oh,
that
nice.
a friend molded.
That was more like movie based, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a movie. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, let's see here. I think that's pretty much about it, actually.
Nice. I gotta get me a 3D printer. Yo.
I'm honestly, I'm thinking about doing the same thing.
It's the hot thing right now, right?
Yeah, man.
All right, guys, let's chip in and get one. All right, we'll do one. Podcast.
Show printer.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, so here's the seat that I painted for that.
Oh,
I made it look like it's old and everything, and it's like
it does. It looks just like it. It looks like it's a seat that needs to be restored.
Yeah. And
Good
what
job,
I did
bro.
was actually I'm out of duct tape, and so I have to go to Home Depot on Monday and
So
shout
you
out.
use mustard? Oh, okay, nice.
So yeah. So what I did was I threw some yellow highlights in there to make it look like it's weathered. And then shout out to Josh for this. We were sitting there talking. I was like, dude, what else can I look at this to make this look old? And he's like, dude, get some duct tape, like cut it up and then weather it up and put it on the seat so it looks like he's trying to patch it up.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that. I'm going to do that with the seat, so I'm going to pick that up this week.
That's a great idea, yeah.
So shout out to Josh Fisher on that. So
Big Josh Fish.
yeah, man. So that's pretty much it for me.
Did you find those Joes in the world, or did you order them from like Hasbro?
Actually, you know what? Shout out to Tashi Station because they ended up getting those in early.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they started getting a bunch of stuff in early, and he hit me up right away, David, one of the owners, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll put a set aside for you." As soon as I saw that they were there, I was like, "Done."
Damn, bro, you didn't even shoot me out a link or nothing. God damn you!
They don't. I mean, you can look them up on Tashi Station, but they only have one set at the time.
Nah, man. I want you.
I'll get you.
Not like you, Big Papa. It's all good.
Yo, so I had one more thing I forgot, just that quick, guys. I don't even know how I did it, but I did end up. Shout out to my wife. She got me my Father's Day gift early, and it happens to be, and I'll post the links on our page. I got I think they call it the Texas Trio, is what it's called, a new grill. My old grill was a hand-me-down from my brother-in-law, who actually gave it to my mother-in-law, who then gave it to me as a hand-me-down because they were getting a new grill. So it's something that was in the family. So it's a little sentimental. I really didn't want to let it go, but it was time.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got a new grill that has the propane grill on one side, the charcoal grill on one side, and then it has an offset smoker attachment as well, man. So yeah, shout out to my wife for that, man, and be on the lookout for more cooking videos on the new grill.
Tell us what you made on that grill today.
Yeah.
So I actually I made some filet steaks on the propane side. I had to season the grill after I cleaned it, so I ended up making some thick cut bacon on the charcoal side, to help season the grill.
Yeah.
After I sprayed it down with vegetable oil, and I used that and chopped that up and put that on some mashed, loaded red skin potatoes, and I grilled some asparagus on the propane side as well. Came out great.
Nice.
So I'll post all those
I got that picture in front of me, man. It's just this is.
Yeah, I'll post a picture of when I go to do the video editing, so people can see your meat.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, man.
It's a nice looking grill. You don't mess around with this. Look at this thing. Wow. I have pictures in front of me right now. This is impressive.
We'll post some pictures for the audience to check out later.
Yeah.
Man,
that thing was heavy, bro. That thing was heavy.
Looks heavy.
My wife and I were getting ready to take it
She
out
said,
the back of the truck. And my neighbor across the street was like, "Hey, y'all need some help?" My wife was like, "Yes." Yes, I do. Nice. He helped me carry it to the back. He was like, "Man, you gonna have your wife help you with this? I can barely lift this thing."
Nice.
Made of steel, man. So it was cool.
Nice. So kind of show you guys. I forgot one more thing. I forgot I had.
Yeah, man.
So it's actually two things. So remember I showed you guys a while ago when I got this Incredible Hulk head that looks like Ed Norton. So the guy actually made another one that actually it's still the same head, but it's a different sculpt now.
So it's more of like a plain face, even though he's always angry, right?
What's pretty badass is the way he does it. You can paint the head and then paint the hair and then put it right over top of it. So
that's what you were talking about. Nice.
He did the same thing with this one. He did the same thing with this one.
That's dope.
Nice. Good shit.
And then, this is the absolute last thing. I forgot to show you guys this. Remember my progress on the Bane that I told you guys?
Yeah. Show us that, man.
So I got the vest in, so I'm going to have Chan modify the vest because it came off a 6 scale figure.
Shout out to Chan, man.
But the pants came in for this figure that was actually made by the same guy who did the head sculpt. And so this is the progress so far.
Oh, wow. That is looking really good, man.
Yeah, that's looking tough, bro.
Nice. And what are you using as the buck on that?
So this is a Storm Collectibles Alex body. So I'm going to paint the boots black and everything. These are going to be painted like a gunmetalish color with some like some silver wash on it, stuff like that to kind of look like. And then the back, actually, I have what you guys haven't seen this yet.
Show us that backpack, big fella.
So the backpack is going to be on the back with the hoses.
Okay.
And it's going to be pretty cool when I'm done with it. I mean, I have only 1 or 2 more things left I have to get for this, but you can see in the back here, I cut this up so that way I can have Chan modify this. This actually came off a 6 scale figure that I cut up.
That's sick. That's sick, man.
Yeah.
You're talking about the Alex Buck from the Street Fighter line, right?
Yep. From the Street Fighter line. It was actually the SDCC one. It was actually on sale on Amazon or something like that one day, and I picked it up like a year ago or something like that.
Nice.
But yeah, it's pretty much done. I just have a couple more pieces I got to get, and then I'm actually going to send it off to JD to paint the head sculpt, the backpack, and a couple pieces, and then I'm going to paint the boots and stuff like that. But that's pretty much about it. So
that's dope.
That's it for me. Sorry about that. I forgot to show you guys.
No, it's good, man. Seems like everybody got some pretty good pickups, man, for the week.
Yeah, dude.
Good week, boys.
Yeah. Seems like it seems like, I mean, to piggyback off of that, it just seems like things are starting to pick back up a little bit on the retail side of things. Yeah. Things are starting to get a little bit back to normalcy. Everyone's getting stuff in. So, that's always fun. Hopefully that's a sign of the things to come, that the things outside are getting better with this COVID-19 coronavirus stuff. Or so we thought. It was like 4,000 new cases in Florida alone from a 3-day weekend, man. But yeah, man, you guys be safe out there, everybody. Don't think that you can't get hit by this stuff.
No, I'm not going to the beach.
Yeah, no shit. Wear a mask. Don't be stupid.
Yeah, man, be smart about it.
Or if you want to be stupid, go ahead. Don't wear a mask.
But just don't come around.
We don't condone one way or another, but no. But yeah, did you guys see this week about the Batman?
Yeah, that was pretty interesting, man. So it seemed like it was like right out of the scene from what was that, the Dark Knight Rises movie where chaos was ensuing and he just dropped out of nowhere. And then next thing you know, at one of the protests, was that Philly?
Yeah. It was like some guy goes, he's like, shit's fucked up when Batman shows up to the riot.
I mean,
No, it was great because I don't want to play the video so that way we don't get flagged. But long story short, like as soon as like all of a sudden you see this dude show up and he starts walking around, people just start moving like Moses parting the seas and shit.
Yeah, man. And they were cheering too. It was like, I think some people were shocked, but other people was like, yeah, this is dope.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to that guy, man. Sometime in the midst of chaos, man, you just need a good laugh or something that's kind of normal, you know?
That cosplayer has some balls though. Jesus.
Yeah, agreed. Because it could have been really bad.
Yeah. That could have got really out of hand really fast. Yeah.
Really fast. Not agree.
Yo, that would have been cool though. Yeah, like you could see that. Yeah, they're kind of showing like comparison videos of what the scene from the movie was. And then like they got I wonder if he pulled up in like a Batmobile or something. That'd be badass.
And you know what was even crazy?
I hope so.
He literally walked through the smoke, and I couldn't tell if that was tear gas or was that just regular smoke. But he walked through it like he was a superhero, man. This guy was selling it.
I just watched it, yeah.
It was no joke. People are looking around like, yo, someone's gonna get tore up. Batman's here.
This got real quick.
I'll tell you what, though, he's probably gonna be a better Batman than Robert Pattinson.
Oh,
you never know.
Yeah, shots fired.
Shots fired. The man didn't have a chance, bro. Damn. Let him get on the screen first.
No, I think people were giving him a chance, and a lot of people are. But then you just keep hearing stuff, and it's like, man, this is not shaping up well, man. Like refusing to work out, even if it's just gaining 10 pounds of muscle. I don't know, man. Seems a little weird to me.
I mean, he isn't as skinny as what he was in
Twilight.
You can look at him in some of the new the films. Like now, he actually put on a lot more weight since then.
I haven't seen him since Twilight.
He's actually. I'll send you a couple pictures. Like look him up. Like he's actually pretty jacked. Like for his size. Like he's a skinny dude. Like think of like Tobey Maguire and Spider-Man. Like
okay,
when he was athletic, but he wasn't like like Robin skinny, you know what I mean, or like Adam West skinny.
I mean, we're not looking for no
Ben Affleck.
I was gonna say Dwayne Johnson.
We're
not looking for nothing like that.
I'd like athletic or something, or at least something,
Because to be fair, Christian Bale wasn't jacked.
Right, Christian Bale.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, he wasn't.
But the costume was made with muscle pads in it too. You know what I mean? It kind of felt out.
But this is another thing too that we're saying. Like he doesn't even really need to get jacked. They just build the suit up. Like the suit could look, big than what he normally does, and it's fine because. But
on the side of that, I was hoping that he would get a little more muscle so that the suit just didn't look terrible.
Just to fill it out a little better.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really obvious that it's padded.
Exactly. You don't want it to be.
That's what special effects are for.
I mean, at the end of the day. But I mean, it costs them more money to use more special effects. So if he already fills the bill, they don't have to use money on the special effects.
I mean, you make a good point too, Lowry. If he's built up some muscle already since the last time I seen him, then my point's invalid to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like look him up. You'll end up. In fact, I could probably find a picture of this.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing the newer movies that's coming out from the DC universe. That's not one of them. It's not, but I'll still watch it. You know what I mean? Like I'll watch it eventually, and I hope it's good because that means we'll get more movies if it's good. You know what I mean?
Listen, at the end of the day, this is what they're doing. That's what they want us to do, is to talk about this and have everybody speculating and everybody wondering, and then we're going to see it. At the end of the day, all four of us are going to watch this movie. Like we're going to watch it. It is what it is. They're doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's just for me, man. It's just like certain movies I gotta see first weekend. This would be one where I'm like, I'll catch it in a couple weeks.
I might catch it like the week or two after.
This is not opening night material for me.
When Widow drops though, that's definitely opening night material.
Just think last weekend. I think we would have watched
for so long, or
no, period. Like, even if it was coming out in May, I was gonna see it. I'm sorry, Lowry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
No, I just think this past weekend, I think we would have watched Batwoman or something like that in Top Gun. I think
at this point,
yeah.
You drop anything right now, man, this even remotely related to nerd world, and everybody's gonna jump on it.
You know, right, so bad right
I found
now.
a picture of him. Like this was before he started working out as Batman.
All right.
This before?
See, that's way different.
Yeah, I told you he's a lot more athletic. This is
all right.
This is when he first started training for Batman. So
okay, well, that's different. So I'll give him that. Okay.
He didn't have the bird chest like he did in like Twilight and shit. Like,
yo, in Twilight, that dude looked like he was smoking a bowl every day. Like, he was into the mud. That dude was. You can provide 35 cents a day for this kid.
Yeah, for real.
That's good.
With Sarah McLachlan playing in the background or something.
Touched by an angel.
Oh, shit.
Speaking of being touched, did you guys see this?
God.
So this is the article we were talking about. I guess this was overseas somewhere where this girl walked in with a
in the UK for sure.
Well, she walked in with a 6-inch sex toy to a Home Depot. Did you guys read this article? Look, she's even got a picture of her holding that strapped down
and
in
it's
the
Home Depot, like to match up the color. She wanted to match up the color to, I guess she was wanting to buy some paint and match up that exact color to that particular toy.
You just imagine her handing out to somebody at the counter saying, "Can you match this?" Like flopping and everything and all. Like,
and that's what they do. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's weird.
I mean, as long as it's in the packaging, who cares, right?
Right.
No, but the guy's like, I'm not going to hold it. You're going to have to take it out of the package so I can scan the colors. Because you got to scan the color. They got to scan that color. Or can you just can you just imagine her walking up and then her looking at the color samples, holding this thing out and it's flopping everywhere, and she's like holding up with the color sample, see if it's matching shit. Like, Jesus, dude. What do you guys think about that?
It's crazy. That's nuts, man. That's really nuts. But I mean,
no, there's a picture of her scanning it. You scroll down.
No, is there?
Yeah, yes, you gotta scroll down.
Oh yeah. Hang on.
It's in the packaging still.
Oh, is it?
No, keep going. Yeah.
It's so weird, man. It's so weird. It's so funny.
No, keep going. There
it is. Yep.
Yes.
You just imagine being that woman, like, I'm gonna scan your what? Look, and the hand sanitizer's right next to it too, or the eye wash or something. Maybe she'll get pink eye.
Oh, wow.
Look at Lowry. Look at you. You coming with the quibs today.
Look at that. Oh
yeah, there it is.
You just imagine, like, ma'am, can you turn that thing off? It keeps vibrating. You could have taken the batteries out. Dude, that's wild.
That was interesting, man. But you got to give her credit, man, for wanting what she wants and knowing the color. And she stepped out on the limb. Luckily, they were able to do it for her. No, I cannot.
No, I mean, like, could you imagine if she had to return that? The person at the return line would be like, at the return register.
Wait a minute, like to return the color or return the dildo?
No,
like,
return the whole dildo.
Oh, this doesn't match.
What's wrong with it? It's not the right color.
He bought this to match the color up.
Oh God.
Oh my God, that is, dude. She had
that's crazy, man.
64,000 people shared that image of her scanning it. Like, it's crazy.
That is
dude, why
crazy,
has that thing got
man.
the X-Men logo on the side of it? You see that?
Shut up.
Where?
Right here. Look, I'm not kidding. Look at that.
Cerebro.
It's a new Cerebro.
Yeah, it's going.
Yo, we nerds.
Watch, I'm gonna show like a big pink like vibrator sitting in like the sitting in Xavier's chair with like the Cerebro's helmet on, just sitting there looking.
Oh God.
Oh man, that's the meme. That's our meme for the week. That's gonna be our show theme.
Could that be flagged? That might be flagged.
I don't know. We didn't get flagged for the meat last week, so. But speaking of porn and that sort of thing, did you guys see that dude who got arrested, that porn star?
Man, that was
the
crazy.
Spanish porn
you read
star.
That story, dude?
Yeah, what's her name? Nacho something? Nacho Bedell. What a name.
Wait a minute,
It's
what?
really interesting, man.
Say that again. What was his name?
Nacho.
The Spanish porn star,
like
Nacho Vidal.
Oh, I thought you said Pendejo. I was like, damn, dude.
What a name.
Pendejo.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. So apparently somebody died from a ritual that uses toad venom.
Yeah.
And it involved the porn star actually, I guess, performing the ritual. So it was pretty interesting.
Wow. So it said here the guy Vidal was 46, had appeared in 10,000 different scenes. His poor career over 26 years.
That is a lot of sex.
That's a lot of beer.
Hopefully it wasn't. Never mind, I won't say it.
No, say it. You can't say that, not say it.
I was going to say, hopefully it didn't involve toads or nothing like
that. That's nasty.
I didn't say with a toad. I said involved.
Hey, if it's in the thing,
maybe it's like garden themed. I don't know.
It's an angry looking toad.
Sex in the Jungle.
They call it Froggy style, baby.
Oh, no.
Yo, so in the chat, you posted a song for the week, man. You want to tell us a little more about it?
Oh my god! So this dude named Necro, like a lot of people don't like Insane Clown Posse or like hardcore rap stuff like that. But like I could not help but laugh my ass off when I heard of this song. He did an old school like was it Rob Bass and Easy Rock? You know, what is it? It Takes Two or whatever. He did it to that beat, right? But then he starts talking about like it's called Contagious by Necro. You got to listen to the song because it's funny as shit. Because it talks about like people like hiding their funky grills underneath their mask and shit. Dude, it's funny as shit. You got to listen to it because it's only about like 2 minutes long, so it's just funny the way he put it together.
That's kind of like his MO too. He does kind of stuff like that, off the wall stuff. He'll drop something like that every now and then. That's like his MO. That's a stick. Yeah, man. Anybody else listening to anything this week? Anything new in the pipeline?
Nah, man. Nothing new. I just been kind of popping out some old stuff.
Did you see? Was it Travis Barker and?
Yo, that dude's still living.
Yeah. So Travis Barker, you know, from Blink-182.
Yeah, he's
him and what is his name? Who just got destroyed by Eminem not long ago?
Oh, Machine Gun Kelly?
Yeah, they actually did a cover of I think what was it, Killing in the Name of the two of them together just recently. Dude, it was pretty badass.
I gotta hear that, man. I've been digging a lot of stuff Machine Gun Kelly's been dropping since he's been on these like quarantine files or whatever. He's been doing a lot of good stuff, man. He's been dropping a lot like that. That was popping. Cover he did not cover, but he freestyled to the beat. It was sick. Like he murdered that, man.
Yeah, I haven't been listening to him recently, but I have heard that some new, a couple of new joints from him too. Like he has been doing some good stuff.
He got talent. I mean, I anybody who can go up against Eminem and still survive, you got to respect that dude.
I mean, did he really survive?
I mean, he's still popular. Like his stuff still around, out and people still buy it. You ain't hear from Cannabis after that.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Like, but he was also too like right after everybody was saying about MGK about when he left for a little while and everybody's like, what happened to him? Did he fall off? He's not doing nothing. Like, dude, he was acting in a bunch of movies. Like he didn't.
Yeah, and he was doing rock music too, like alternative rock as well. So a lot of people who were checking for his hip hop stuff wouldn't have seen it because he was acting. He was in what was that movie that was so popular on Netflix?
The Dirt.
Yeah, that Bird movie.
Right?
Yeah, it was the Dirt.
I mean, not Bird Box.
It was the Bird Box, the movie
Bird
where
Box.
everybody.
Bird Box.
Yeah, he was in Bird Box. He was in that briefly,
too.
but he also did The Dirt, also, which was
the Dirt. Yes, he did that.
The Dirt
too.
was a phenomenal movie. If you haven't go see it, check it out. Like it's crazy how well he pulled off Tommy Lee. From the Motley Crue.
And that dude was out there protesting too, man. Out in Cali, I think. He's from like inner city Ohio, and he was all about social change and this, that, and the other. That dude's a pretty solid dude, man. A lot of people give him stuff because of him going at Eminem, but you gotta respect that, man. Like he don't mess with nobody. He does his thing.
Yeah, so I'll show you quick. I'll send you guys a link, but check this out. Yeah, so he did him and both of them. Dude, look at the hat he's wearing.
That's it?
Yeah, I'll send you guys a link to this. He did Killing in a Name by Rage. Like I was surprised. I was like, damn, dude, like this is it sounded pretty damn on par with the original.
Yeah, he's a pretty good lyricist, man. That dude can put some words together, and it sounds really good with his cadence.
What about anybody else?
I've been listening to a couple of things this week and last week. So Young M.A. dropped her Red Flu mixtape, or EP, should I say. It was pretty dope. And and Ro James, if you like R&B and you like kind of like the neo soul but with a hip hop vibe, Ro James just dropped Mantic, and that's a sick album. It's really dope. It's a banger.
Nice. I put that on the listen list this week. Young and May, I didn't know he dropped some new joints. I'm gonna have to listen to that too. Then.
Yeah, like, I don't know why I just can't get into her.
Did you like her on Eminem's new album, his latest album? Did you hear her on that?
I heard her on it. I just, for some reason, I just can't get into her. I don't know why.
I feel you.
I have nothing against her. I just can't get into. I don't know why.
It's an acquired listen. Yeah. I mean, like, see, you could feel her on 1 or 2 songs, but then after, I can't listen to her all day. Put it that way. I can't listen to a whole album of her. I can listen to 1 or 2 songs, and maybe that's about it.
You know who she reminds me of? She reminds me of Little Kim. Like her style, the way she hits certain pockets, she reminds me of Little Kim, but just like I can't even say even more hardcore because Kim was hardcore. But she reminds me of Little Kim, just like a modern day one. I couldn't listen to a lot of Little Kim like that. I would listen to like 3 or 4 tracks and be like, all right, I'm good.
I don't know. I think I could listen to a Little Kim album, a whole album, before I would listen to an MA album.
I mean, I could look at Little Kim all day, but you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's
the old Little Kim.
I was gonna say old Little Kim. When he first started, he had the short hair, was looking cute, but now with all the
like a plastic Barbie doll.
Yeah, I don't know about
dude,
all that.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. Like back then, dude. Right now, she looks like a pack of bubble gum that ran over on the road or something.
Yo, show of hands. Who all had that poster? Everybody know what I'm talking about too.
Yes, sir. Yeah, of course. That was like that's the best poster she ever did. That's what I'm gonna do.
And shout out to Nicki Minaj for recreating it too.
Yeah. Shout out. And not for nothing though too. I mean, I've been listening to trying to get out of the rap and R&B realm. I've been listening to some old school music.
Yeah, man.
And I know somebody mentioned Blink 182 earlier, but listen to them. I've been listening to Smashing Pumpkins. And I've been listening to Little Linkin Park, and just I don't know. I just wanted to get something outside of hip hop for me.
Yeah,
I normally listen to hip hop and R&B, so I was listening to some alternative music and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it's good just to revisit some of those old school.
Dude, I was bumping some old Marvin Gaye and like Otis Redding and stuff like earlier in the week. Dude.
Yo, this is the time for that, man. This is really good for that.
Yeah, we need some healing music, man. Healing music.
That's what I've been doing like all week, like with everything going on.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna be like coming in our heads.
Yeah, man. Yo, and not for nothing, the piggyback off of Wolf. I mean, off of Wales, when you were talking about like older school stuff and like different type of music, Apple Music had a couple of playlists going this week too, and I was listening to like it's called Today's Hits or whatever, and I was getting a little bit different vibes, like pop and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But also that one playlist you put me up on, the one in support of like the movement and everything that's going on was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was really good. Well done. They played a lot. I think they actually still have it on Apple Music. If anyone has Apple Music out there, it
was on Beach One Radio, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, They're like a Black Lives Matter type of playlist, and it was just a lot of healing songs, or just songs that maybe you were upset, you just want to get your aggression out and feel good real quick. Some NWA music. It was just a really good playlist of things.
Dude, I think you're onto something. We should do something like that too on our episode. Like we have like different playlists we can shout out to people and they can listen.
Oh yeah, absolutely, definitely.
But it looks like there we go. For a second, we lost Burgess. He had that look like. But dude, with all this shit going on in the movies, now the movies are starting to kind of move forward and all that. Did you guys see all this stuff with like Michael Jai White? Dude, that guy's a beast, dude. Have you seen some of his films?
Yeah.
Dude, Blood and Bone, like all of those movies.
I mean, but he's a martial artist though too, right? Mm-hmm. So I mean,
Well, he played the original Spawn.
Yeah,
in the film.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was great.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah, it was him.
That was him.
Yeah.
But he's been in a lot of different kung fu movies over the year, dude. I love his stuff.
He was in Never Back Down too. When he actually took.
He did the third one also. I think
there's a third one.
Yeah, there's a third one where I think he goes like overseas or something like that, and then he ends up fighting some big dude. Fucks him up. You gotta watch.
I kind of felt like Never Back Down was almost like remember Bloodsport back in the day.
Yeah,
kind of reminds me of that.
It's like the suburban white boy version of Bloodsport.
Yeah, man. It kind of give me those vibes.
okay.
I like Blood and Bone too. Blood and Bone was really good. I enjoyed it.
I could definitely see him playing this role in Green Lantern,
like Jon Stewart.
I could definitely see him playing Jon Stewart.
And he has that like deep baritone voice. Like he can pull a character off because he reminds me of the iteration from the Justice League cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see.
I
that.
think
100%.
from what I remember, he actually played it in one of the cartoons.
Oh, really?
Really? The voice? Yeah.
I think he did the voice. I can't remember which one.
It must have been
he did Never Back Down, No Surrender. Have you ever seen Undisputed 2?
Yes.
That movie's phenomenal. He's done a bunch of good stuff there. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I remember somebody talked about it.
He was also in Why Did I Get Married and Why Did I Get Married Too?
Yeah. He was in Universal Soldier.
Completely unrelated, but yes.
Yeah. He was in Universal Soldier also. He was also in he did a bunch of like,
the first one or the second one?
He was in what was it? I think he was in The Return and in the first one. He was one of the soldiers.
Really?
I never realized
he was one of the background soldiers. Dude, remember Exit Wounds with DMX?
Yeah, with DMX.
He was in that. In that too.
I remember that.
Like, dude, he's been in a bunch of shit. Like, and
he's got talent, man.
He was in Toxic Avenger 2 as one of like the background.
How long ago was that? Like the late
89.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of shit. Yeah, he's been around for a while. He kind of did a lot of those B-rated flicks, but I'm kind of excited to see him, dude.
He's like in the same vein as Wesley Snipes. Like he can do a comedy movie, he can do an action film, he can do a serious drama. You know what I mean? Like he's very well-rounded as an actor.
Right.
He's a pretty big dude too. I think he's like 6'3" or something
jacked.
like that. And
like a 3rd or 4th degree black belt. Dude's jacked.
Like he was showing a thing or two to Kimbo Slice like back in the day when he was alive too.
Yeah, he knew Kimbo. He actually Kimbo came to train with him a couple of times.
Yeah.
He talked about it on Vlad TV. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they were trying to help him get better as an MMA fighter because we all knew him as like a backyard knock him out artist, but he was really
like a backyard brawler.
Yeah, like he was really trying to learn technique and stuff before he passed, and he came to work out with Michael Jai White and a couple of the MMA fighters that he trains with. So it was pretty cool.
So, what'd you guys think about this? The whole Batman Ruby Rose getting replaced. Did you see what they're doing now? They're going with a whole new direction, a whole new character.
Yeah, a whole new character. I'm interested to see how that plays out. So I'm gonna reserve my judgment and my comments and opinions on it until I see like what they do with it.
Well, like a lot of people were kind of giving shit about it, and I'm like, why?
What are they mad about?
Yeah, I don't know.
People are like, why are you replacing Ruby Rose with a whole different character? I'm like, what else are you gonna do? I mean, dude, she's gone. You just gonna kill her off? Like, what's gonna happen? Yeah,
it's not like she's been there for like 15 seasons or something like that. You know what I mean? Where it's like, and we talked about this before. I feel like they're gonna do like how they did with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You have the old Vivian and the new Vivian. Like, I think they're just gonna slide somebody in and just keep it rolling. And it's only one episode. It's one season. Like, I mean, granted, I think she was great. I enjoyed her when I watched this season, and I like what the CW is doing. And I think she was fine, but I don't think I'm going to cry over her not being in season 2.
I mean, like, I don't think she didn't make that huge of an impact on it, but she wasn't too bad. But I mean, like, honestly, like
people get, man, they get attached to characters, especially when they do crossovers and stuff like that. Like, people get attached to what they think the idea of what something's supposed to be, not realizing like, this is 10 episodes, 12 episodes into the game. Like, you'll forget about her in 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, didn't she get a lot of crap for when they announced her to be the Kate Kane? Like,
she did.
Yeah, she wasn't gay enough.
Right. That's crazy. Like, how you not gay enough?
What is that?
What does that even mean?
Always something, man.
How are you not gay enough for an episode? I don't understand.
Always something, dude.
People just want things.
Nerds are never happy, I guess.
Nerds are never happy. Never. There's always something that a nerd's going to complain about. Always.
Nerds, geeks, like whatever. You know what I mean? So, speaking of role swapping and everything else, dude. Check this out. Did you guys see the whole thing about what is his name? Peters?
I was wondering what they were gonna, how they were gonna do this because of what they did in Ultron.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and I touched a little bit on this when it came up. Is I can only see this working if it's a cross dimension situation, which it seems like that's the take that they're doing on in Doctor Strange. It's the multiverse, so you will see him in that. But I still want to see her brother in the original films come back in some way, some shape or form. I liked him as the character of Quicksilver in that universe. I think he played the role well. Not that he didn't. I'm just saying for that role, that area, I enjoyed him a little more. But he's funny. Evan Peters is hilarious, and he killed that role.
He was in Never Back Down.
Yeah,
also,
I like him actually as Quicksilver. I think he was really good.
He was in the last couple of Never Back Down films. Also, remember he was remember he was the kid, he was the high school kid,
the sidekick.
And then in one of the last films, the second or third one, he was like the fight promoter in that one.
Yeah.
I actually like Evan Peters. He's actually a pretty good actor. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, he was really good, man. I enjoyed him in the X-Men.
I mean, do you guys remember that scene? The scene with him running around in the White House in the kitchen.
Yeah, that was the best part. That was dope.
That's what I think he was perfect for that role in that universe. For the
X-Men. He was good.
That was perfect.
He was good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, but I am intrigued to see how it plays out, and how they bring him into it, and then also on a like a human aspect of things, it's good that dude is keeping his job. You know what I'm saying? Like the Fox merger or them acquiring Fox put a lot of people out who were in movies because they're bringing them into the MCU, and that's good that he's still able to work on that because he really enjoyed it. I remember him in an interview, and I forget who was with, but he really enjoyed doing that, playing that character.
Yeah, he did. It's good to see like how they're crossing over, bringing X-Men into the MCU. Like it's happening. You know,
it's inevitable.
Yeah, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of how it happens, who's coming in first, who's coming in second, all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So it's a wait and see approach. So I love what they're doing. I can't wait for all this to happen. I'm
pretty excited. So did you guys see?
I just want to finally see it. Let's get something going.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
So did you guys see everything that was happening with DC Comics and Diamond Comics distributors about how I know we touched on this a few weeks ago. Like, what do you guys
now it's confirmed, right?
It seems like they are. Like it looks like. I mean, it's been in a bunch of different sources. They basically said that they're ending it, and I mean, DC's been canceling a lot of comics lately. Did you see that too? I mean, we talked about that recently. So
I heard that.
Hopefully, they're not going.
It sucks, though.
They're not going that far down the hole. Like they're getting hurt that bad. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure, like some of our other buddies in there, they probably know more about it than we do. But.
So I was actually. It's funny you mentioned our other buddies. Last night, shout out to Brian Brink, part of the realm of collectors. Realm. He was he threw up a unbroadcasted hangout, and they got a lot of people in there, and a lot of our resident comic book nerds were showing up, and they were talking. And I actually asked them about this as I was doing the notes last night, because I was intrigued as to know like how this would impact the world of comics. And one of the big things that came out of that conversation, shout out to Walt, shout out to Tim and a couple of the guys who were there talking about it, is that for 25 years they held like a monopoly on comic distribution.
Yep.
This would cause comic book retailers to now have to find a new distribution, which could affect the way you get comics, how soon, how slow, how fast you're going to get them. It also could affect the revenue too that they make. So they could make more, they could make less. It just all depends.
Well, they've been already hurting anyway as it is. Like DC Comics, the whole industry is hurting.
The whole industry's been hurting for a minute.
Yeah.
I got a question about that for you guys. Yeah. Like the movies, like Marvel movies are doing phenomenal. Obviously, DC's got hit or miss, but for the most part, they've done well. Yes. Why hasn't this translated to increased comic book sales? Why do you think that?
I think a lot of people aren't really buying comics like they used to. One, and two is everything's digital now. Everyone you can download a comic book on your Kindle or your iPad or whatever and be done. You know what I mean?
Well,
but I mean, for people like me, I still collect comic books. I still go to the comic book stores. I still buy them, and I may keep them. I may not open them, but I'll go in and open a comic book. They have barcodes in there now, so you can scan the barcode and you can actually read the comic book online, close the book, put it right back in.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
well,
so
it's like,
I mean, you don't even have to ever open it.
Like I got a Comixology from Amazon. You know, they're kind of partnered together.
Yeah, I have them too.
Oh yeah, you put me up on that, Lowry, and that's how I got.
Yeah, and so like what I'll do is like if there's stuff that I missed growing up that I hear somebody mention, and it's like a really pretty long series for a couple of years, I'll go hit that and buy that there. But then anything that's newer and stuff like that, I'll actually go to the comic book shop and actually pick up all that
and pick up. Yeah. I think it's like $6 a month for Comixology.
Something like that.
It's like $6 a month.
They have the unlimited one where you can turn around and you can download and borrow the book and give it back and all that.
Yeah,
it's
give
cool.
it back. Yeah, it's cool, but that's what's happening.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's all digital, man. That's what's happening right now.
Well, that's just with everything nowadays. Everything's going digital. I mean, dude, look at cable.
I get that. Like everything's digital. You're right, but at the same time, they're canceling a lot of stuff. It's just weird to me that no one's even thinking to try these books. It's just weird.
I don't know if it's that or what it is, but like it's.
I have an opinion on it. I think it's more so. So before you couldn't get media outside of comics back in the day, right? Like movies were very sparingly, cartoon series were very limited, and now you don't have to necessarily read the book to get your story, right? Like it's on TV, it's in your hands, it's on your big screen. So I think for some people, they'd rather watch a TV show, and we know this to be true just in the world, than read a book.
Well, in all fairness too, like we all, like, you know, our generation, like a bunch of us, like a lot of us grew up reading the comics and everything else. But if you kind of think about it though, remember like back in the day when you were a nerd, like people made fun of you. And like now that's become popular, I think that also ties in with the movies too, because there's a lot of people didn't read the comic books and they're just like, why am I going to go back and read that when I can just watch it on the big screen?
Got some movies and stuff.
There's a lot of people that are like that, and I'm not going to hate them for it because that's like us with comic books back in the day. Yeah,
but it's a different world.
It's a different media. Like everything's changing, so I think that's what part of it is. You know what I mean?
It's a different world.
But speaking of different worlds and all that other shit, did you guys see all that shit going on with HBO Max and Ben Affleck and everything?
Interesting. It's you bring Affleck back, I'm interested. I'll say that.
I actually liked Affleck as Batman. I knew a lot of people didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the opposite for me. You bring Affleck back, I'm uninterested. I'm good.
Well, let's get into it a little bit, Wells. What was your main issue with Affleck's version of Batman?
I think, let me not discredit him at all. I think he is a good actor. I do. I believe that he's done some good movies. Real good movies.
Just not your Batman.
But superhero movies have not been his thing for me.
Ooh. So
we can start with Daredevil. You can start with Daredevil, and then you can go over to Batman. He just has not fulfilled what I know as my comic book heroes, as Daredevil and Batman. He just has not fulfilled that love for me. You know what I mean? I did not enjoy his movies. I'm sorry, I didn't. And that's.
But is there something specific? I get that. That's your opinion. That's a great start on it. But is there something specific? Like I can tell you why I don't think Robert Pattinson would be a good Batman, but he could prove me wrong. You get what I'm saying?
You know what it is, bro? And I feel like it's the same thing I was talking about. It's just that once you get used to something and you see, like, all right, for instance, Dark Knight, Christian Bale, phenomenal. He did a great acting job. He, in my mind, was a really good Batman. And he did his thing. He sounded good. He did his thing as Bruce Wayne. He did his thing as Batman. I feel like that was it. So once you set a bar for something, and then something else comes in, you have to place that on a level of where you want it, where you feel like that person ranks from what you thought was really good. And to me, Ben Affleck was under that bar for me with Christian Bale. So but before that, Daredevil obviously came out a long time before Batman, and it was just I don't feel like he embodied what I envisioned as someone playing Daredevil at that time.
Like to me,
and that carried over to me for Batman.
That's fair.
Like
Go
to
ahead,
me,
Lowry.
That's a good opinion.
Yeah, dude, that's a good one, dude. Like to me, I can see Christian Bale doing movies by himself like that, but I can't see him doing a team up movie with Batman like that. I think that's why.
Nah, I can't see it.
For me, like I didn't mind him as Batman. I liked him, but I always thought he sounded like he was taking a shit in the costume every time he went to you know what I mean? Like he was trying to not pinch one off every time he was jumping.
He was trying too hard. I feel like
he probably couldn't breathe in that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
wait, I think you two are talking two different things. Lowry, you thinking Christian Bale didn't sound as hot, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I was saying. Christian
Okay.
Bale.
Oh, I thought you said Ben Affleck. All right,
no. Because think about like me, like Christian Bale's voice. It's like he seriously sound like in some of the stuff, like as Batman, he sounded like he was trying to take a dump when he was.
Nah, bro. That's what Batman sounded like. Are you serious? I'm like,
go back and listen to it. Go back and listen to it.
When I'm reading the comics and I listen to him, that's how Batman's supposed to sound. He's supposed to sound like that, like hardcore.
So
I'm gonna kill you today.
You picture him sitting on the toilet, like I'm gonna make you.
Yeah, dude. Yes.
I'm gonna make you. Hold on 1 minute, like you know what I mean, like. No,
I will say this, man.
Kidding.
Lowry's not the only person to say that. I have heard that a few times before, not just from normies, if that is a term we're gonna use.
Normies.
I don't think anybody's really normal anymore.
But from people who are nerds who said the same thing, like his voice sounded way different than they thought it would sound. So I give him that.
I didn't hate it. It just sounded like he was going to the bathroom.
All right, then. Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Oh yeah.
Like
Ben Affleck, I thought like as Bruce Wayne he was fine, but then Batman he just sounded like he was like holding up one of those like like the smoker things up to his throat when he went to talk. Like it sounded like he was holding it up to his nuts and he was trying to talk like you know what I mean? Like
somebody was holding his balls at the time. Like cough.
Wow.
No, but I actually like Affleck as Batman. I know a lot of people didn't, but
I liked him as Bruce Wayne. I'll give him Bruce Wayne, but I won't give him Batman.
Bruce Wayne role. I give him that. You know who? I was watching. I have HBO Max now. Shout out to HBO Max. The old Batman's on there. 89, Michael Keaton. Batman is on there, and one of the things that I took away from that movie, watching it now with the blinders off, is that he was kind of goofy as Bruce Wayne, and I don't imagine Bruce Wayne being like that anymore. All right, like the newer media has him as very serious. He's a playboy, but he's still very serious, and I think Christian Bale had a lot to do with changing the narrative on what Bruce Wayne looks like in media. But I just thought that was interesting, man. But I didn't mind Christian Bale. I thought he was really good as Batman. The Dark Knight is probably my favorite Batman movie of all time. Just as how dark and gritty it was, is what I pictured a graphic novel being, and it killed it. Not to mention the cinematography in that movie was stellar. But I also thought that Affleck was good. I enjoyed Affleck. I didn't mind him at all. So if he does another movie, I'm in.
I mean, to a degree, I liked all the versions of Batman that have been played based off of their era. Like you got to think about it. It's all been different eras. Like the Batman's been a little bit different.
I'm sorry. I said I agree. I forgot. That's because I forgot about George Clooney and Val Kilmer. No.
I never saw the George Clooney movie.
No.
Wait.
when they put nipples on the Batsuit, I was like, nah, bro.
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to.
Or like when they're showing Batman.
You forget about.
Like, do you remember in those movies, like when it showed Batman, they're getting dressed, and all of a sudden it showed their ass like just bouncing? I'm like, why do I look like George Clooney's ass?
What was dude's name that played Robin? Christopher Donaldson or something like that? Or
Chris O'Donnell or
Chris O'Donnell? Yeah.
He was a better Robin than dude was a Batman. Like, I think he did a better job playing Robin than the main character playing Batman, dude.
Okay,
like,
well, let's stop and think too. Like, all right, we're right. We don't think they were great Batmans, but I mean, in these movies, who are we seeing more in these scenes? Were we seeing Batman or were we seeing Bruce Wayne more in these films? And that's why I have to say, like Val Kilmer, and they made good Bruce Waynes. but I don't think they made good Batman.
I think you're right.
We weren't seeing a lot of Batman in those movies, though, right?
In the Val Kilmer movie, I think you've seen more Bruce Wayne, I think in the Batman and Robin or Batman movie, you've seen more.
Yeah, you probably saw more Batman. Yeah,
it was more Batman with Clooney in that, because they were showing a lot of the Batman Robin tag ups.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think they were playing. I think that's why they made those movies. I think they were playing more off of who is going to play a good Bruce Wayne.
That's a good point.
Well, they tried changing it from from like kind of dark to kind of campy.
Yeah, it was real comical, and I get it. They were trying to lighten things up. By that time, they were trying to like stop the violence type thing and put ratings on video games and stuff. I get it. I get it.
But yeah,
wow, that was a good conversation.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I mean, sticking with the whole DC theme, did you guys see the whole Superman and Lois TV show coming out?
Not interested.
Yeah. Nah.
I mean,
you know, I'll watch this.
I'll probably go to check it out.
I'll watch the crossover episode when it's like 8 nights.
It's like a sequel to Lois and Clark.
To me, he
right. Like Lois and Clark.
To me, like he looks. I mean, he's got the jawline. You know what I mean? Like
he's not bad.
He's not bad. I just think he's a little small.
He wasn't.
Oh, they're gonna have 2 sons. That's what I read on it.
Yeah, he's gonna have 2 sons on that show, which is gonna be kind of interesting.
What?
That's
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to turn out.
The story just seems weird, and that's why I said I'm not interested. But I did think he did okay in Supergirl and the crossovers. He wasn't bad. The story just like
he did good. He did do good, but I'm just not interested.
I still think Brandon Roth was a better Superman. That's just me.
Yeah, I just think
than him. You know,
I think the whole CW DC stuff is just probably becoming a little. I think it's ran its course for me. I think I'm done.
Yeah, I think they're definitely banging out stuff. I mean, did anyone start watching Stargirl?
I did.
No.
I'm not.
No.
We did just because we wanted to. It's actually, dude. It's kind of like teenager-ish in a way, but
it's definitely.
It kind of reminds me of like an '80s, between late '80s, early '90s, like coming of age story, like the ET type feel.
Okay,
you know what I mean? It's actually. The first episode is like okay, like they dive right into stuff, but it actually really wasn't that bad. I kind of liked Luke Wilson as the dad and everything. So
yeah,
you know what's crazy, man?
It's not bad.
Is when I look at this DC stuff now, like I literally wait until Lowry said, "Hey, did you guys catch something?" to go back and watch it. Because he watches all of it, and this is his bag. You know what I mean? Like he watches.
Well, I watch pretty much everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like specifically this, because you and I had conversations about this stuff in the past. So like he kind of knows my stance on this stuff now. Like I don't really dig a lot of it anymore. Like Arrow and Flash, but that was pretty much it. And Black Lightning. But when he says like, "Hey man, did you catch this?" or "You need to see that," or you'll post it on one of the chats, then I'll go watch it because it must have been good.
Yeah, because I'd say check out the first couple episodes. I mean, I know a lot of people it's a different feel from the other CW shows.
Oh, it's very different. Like you said, it's more teenager like.
Yeah.
I mean, was it on the third episode now? The third episode.
It's on the third episode, and now it's starting to kick in with like the different villains and stuff like that, and everything else. Like it definitely started out as a different feel from everything that's on there.
Now, is this the same Stargirl who was seen in the Legends of Tomorrow?
No, it might have been her. Like old. It's not the same girl, but it was an older actress. Like but this one, she's only a teenager. What, like 15 or something like that?
Yeah, she's like 15 or something like that.
Oh, okay. So they went back. Okay.
Yeah, she hasn't even recruited the team yet. Like she's
Yeah. So like we started watching it. I mean, at first we're like, okay, like where's this gonna go? And I was like, oh, you know what? It's not too bad. And then, dude, they got like, what was kind of cool about the episodes is that they started playing this old 50s music and stuff. So they kind of did a combo of some of the newer stuff.
Yeah,
some of the old 50s music. It was kind of cool that they did that. So. Yeah, I'd say at least check it out a couple episodes, try it out. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's no big deal.
It's 3 episodes in, so you can catch up if you really wanted to watch it, y'all. I mean, I'm watching it because there's nothing else on except Marvel's Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. came back on, so I've been watching that.
Final season, right?
It's season 7, right?
So, is it 7? Yeah, it might be 7.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I've been watching that. So I mean, that's the only thing that's on right now. Flash is gone. You know, it's all that's on TV to watch.
Yeah, you're in the off season and stuff for everything right now.
Yeah, so I'm just entertaining myself.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, guys, there was a couple of big splashes in the sports world over the past couple of weeks.
Oh my God, we got sports news?
Yeah, we got a little bit. We got a little bit something. I know, right? Wow. And shout out to Wolf, man. He's always finding that breaking news, man. When I look at my phone while I'm at work and I see Messenger pop up and it's Wolf's name, I instantly go to it because I know it's some breaking news.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Wolf.
Good stuff, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So looks like the NBA will return this coming July, man. July 31st is going to be the set of the return of the season, and they will be playing in Orlando at the ESPN Sports Center sports complex, right there on the Disney campus, man. So this is really good news. To my knowledge, this is the first team that has announced, first major sport outside of NASCAR to announce a specific date. We got one of the major sports coming back.
Yeah,
you are right. Yeah.
From the notes, it looks like we're going to have 22 teams return for the NBA. They're going to play, I think it's 8 regular season games to finish seeding. And the reason why they picked 22 and not the whole 32 teams of the NBA is because if you were anywhere between 5 and 6 games of the last playoff spot, they wanted to give you a chance to make the playoffs. And they're going to do like a play-in tournament for that. So that's going to be interesting. So it looks like everybody who is a guaranteed lock based on their record right now wouldn't have to necessarily worry about making the playoffs, but their win and loss record would determine their seeding for the East and West. So I'm excited for this, man, because I really enjoy basketball. I love basketball. It's one of my favorite sports. So I'm looking forward to it, man. So anybody got any thoughts on that? The NBA coming back?
Yeah, man. I'm definitely excited about that. Shit. We need some sports back in our lives, boy. Let's go.
Yeah. Especially on the tail end of the Last Dance, right? Like this is perfect timing.
That's the only sport that we
have. I've still been watching like the racing stuff, but like it's not, obviously I'm pretty much the one that really watches racing shit on ours. But yeah, dude, like the whole NBA thing, like it looks kind of interesting. Like the way that they had brought that out. I don't know. I'm kind of curious to check it out and see what happens with it. So.
Yeah, I'm curious to see too how this is going to work out, but I am excited to get some type of sports back in my life. I mean, I'm just hoping it doesn't turn out to be a bad decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just praying it turns out to be okay and everything works out. But it's good to see some hooping action back, something to watch on TV, you know what I mean?
And there will be zero fans,
zero fans, right?
I'm going to laugh if you see them running around either with the Rona mask or that Home Depot one, like with the 2 filters running around. Like.
Could you imagine running up the court with that on?
Oh, man. Most of them guys would be out of it. They would be like, sub, I need a sub.
Can you just imagine trying to guard them 6 feet away? Like.
Oh,
5 minutes in. The amount of breaks you'd have to take, yes.
Dude, a 6 feet rule for NBA, you might as well trash the whole season.
Yeah. Well, as big as some of those dudes are, when they put their arms out, it's like 10 feet.
I'm not supposed to play defense like
exactly. So you telling me I gotta get out the way as he comes to the basket? What is this?
The rest of the NBA season is nothing but going to be like a 3-point contest or something.
I'm
telling you. Listen, I'm letting everybody go. You come to the hole, be like, go ahead, play boy. Go ahead.
But it is pretty cool, man, that they're coming back and they're going to be doing constant testing. They're even trying to figure out a way to get at least some family members there with them for people who have families, so they don't have to feel the urge to go off site. But it's the single young guys, man, that I'm worried about. You down in Orlando? Woo!
You could do like what hockey does, just have like the thing going all the way around with the plastic shield in front.
Yeah, they got the plastic shield. Let's put that all around the court. You know what I mean? Have people like block off seats, so people can't sit in certain areas or whatever it is.
So are all the teams going to be staying down there in Florida?
Yeah, that's the goal, to have everybody stay down in a particular set of hotels. And then also, they're on a Disney property. So Disney, I believe, does have hotels on their property. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
Well, listen, Florida's already crazy, so might as well keep the craziness going over there.
I mean, look what happened last weekend. Was it last weekend with all those people?
Yeah, man.
So Wolf,
you actually posted an article this week in regards to the NHL furthering their details for a potential season return. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, they'd figure out a few more things. We still don't have a date. They're doing some qualifying rounds. They're going to be a best of 5 instead of a best of 7. Once they get the actual seeding done, they're going to go back to best of 7. Each round will be reseeded. Highest will take the lowest. Typical 4-round robin. Just they'll keep going until they get the final 2 teams. So.
Yeah. Oh wow! So it's almost like the NCAA tournament to an extent.
Oh yeah, a little bit. I mean, there's.
Oh yeah, that's what they're kind of talking about here.
So they're not going to split East or West. Then they're just going to put these teams in a.
No, they're still doing that. They're still doing an East versus West.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, they're doing. There's no regular season games. Unlike the NBA, the games are over. Playoffs are starting right now.
Right to the playoffs.
Yeah, they're doing starting with a qualifying round with the teams and then the top 4 they'll face the top 4 seeds of each conference.
Nice. Oh, so it's like a wild card, like in baseball.
Yeah, they're basically playing for the wild card right now to get those final seeds settled, and then they're going, the usual high seed, low seed like they normally have done in the past.
Gotcha.
And then 4 rounds of that until they get to the big games. So.
Well, I'll tell you this, man. This and basketball being the only 2 sports coming back, you might see some of the highest ratings in a long time in either of these sports.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no baseball to compete right now.
Yeah, for sure. People are dying to get back into sports, man. Forget it.
People are hungry. Like I would even watch the NBA right now. I'm not the hugest fan.
That's I only watch NHL like when it comes to the playoff season. So I'm probably gonna be watching the regular season now. Like, all right, cool.
They're going right into the playoffs, so they are eliminating the regular season. But I'll tell you what, if I enjoy what I enjoy this coming around, I might get on board with hockey, man. It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was
still no dates, still no host city yet. They don't know where they're playing all this, but hopefully.
Do they have any thoughts on host cities yet, or is just still?
There were a bunch of places. Although after the events of the past week, who knows what's gonna. Yeah, I know that Minneapolis was one of them, and I don't think they're in a place to do that.
Out of there.
Yeah, it might not be.
Yeah,
I know Pittsburgh was one of them. I know maybe Denver, Montreal, maybe. I have to look it up, but they're still working that out.
That's interesting, man. That's interesting. Well, it looks like the NFL players and owners rather have approved some changes to a couple of things that fans have been screaming about for a while. So there's going to be a couple of changes to automatic replay, defensive receivers, and also timing for the upcoming season. Wolf, I think you posted this one too, right? Seeing that it's from.
I did. I have not gotten a chance to. Yeah, sorry.
No,
I'm not biased. You're biased.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, I think a lot of people's gripes with some of the automatic replays, you couldn't replay certain things that could be replayed they thought was stupid. So that's some of the things they were tossing around. The defenseless receiver will also be on special teams and also kickoffs as well. So like punt returns, kick returns, they added that to there as well. And as far as timing, so there was one thing that Bill Belichick kind of coined, and then his underling, one of the guys who played for him, was it not Brewski, but
Mike Vrabel.
Vrabel, yeah, that's it. Mike Vrabel down in Tennessee kind of used it on him and kind of peed him off a little bit. But what that is having consecutive penalties back to back for like trying to run the time off the clock, and the clock not stopping. So now you'll get either a penalty or the clock will actually stop because you got a penalty.
He used this all the time, and then someone used it on him, and he complained to get the rule change.
Now you know how the Patriots do, man.
Come on.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Well, so he didn't complain. This was his not his exact quote, but his wording was somewhat like, "Yeah, this is probably a loophole that will get looked at in the future.
A loophole that will be closed and probably should be closed." Come on.
Yeah, that's what he said. That was it. That's it.
But if it happens later on, it needs to be changed. He's going to probably change it.
Yeah, until he finds another loophole. Get out of here.
You know he's known for it, man. He's good for it. He's good for it, man. But that's pretty much sports news. So we had a couple of couple of good things there, man. It's been a while since we had sports.
Well, just so I know this isn't like some of the normal stuff, but F1 and all that already did start and everything. They already started doing something.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing that up, Lowry. F1 started. The commissioner actually gave a press conference on it. Well, not the commissioner. I think he's called a director or something like that. But they started, and they're out there. And this is going to be interesting, man, to see how that shapes up because a lot of people have been watching that. Their ratings have gone up a little bit. So,
yeah, like there's been some protesting and stuff with it too. But yeah, I mean, they just started, and I'm kind of excited. I haven't watched it yet, so I haven't recorded. So I'm gonna go check that out. So.
Yeah, NASCAR's been back for a while. Been back for a little bit. Atlanta did the first truck race over the weekend.
Yep.
Over this past weekend. I didn't look at the numbers on that, but I do like truck racing. Truck racing is pretty interesting.
Truck racing's kind of fun, dude. Have you ever actually been in one of those before?
No, I've never been.
Those ass ends are so light, and then it's like almost drifting. Where
I was just about to say that. They hit them corners. It's like a drift race. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I never watched truck racing. I don't know.
It's fun, man. It's not even though they are going in a circle most of the time as well, and they got some that's like in and outs too. It's because of the way the cars are driven. It's not just like boring just to watch the car go around a turn. Like he said, them butt ends are light, so they drift sometime around them corners, and it makes it real interesting if somebody's next to you.
So it's kind of like driving on a windy road versus driving on a windy road when it's wet and you turn the trash control off. You're
that
like,
sounds fun.
Okay.
It's like, well, I do that shit all the time. Like we'll get in the car, like when we used to do racing and stuff all the time. We would turn the trash control off and go down some windy roads just for the hell of it, and then drift or like whatever else. So I mean, dude, it's fun.
Yeah, I used to race with my uncle back in the day when I was younger, man. But like, I'm too old and scary for that stuff now.
Dude, I'll still do shit. I don't care. Like, I grew up as a gearhead. Like, you know, I was the little kid sitting there, like inside the wheel well, my stepdad's like truck, holding like handing him the wrenches and stuff. Like what he was
nice. That's what's up, man. Those are the things you never forget, man.
Yep.
That's fun.
But good speaking stuff, of things you never forget, did you see this stuff from SDCC and Entertainment Earth?
Yeah, I saw it. That the RoboCop was about the only thing on that list I'm actually remotely interested in.
I want that giant.
You're not going to get the Picard facepalm statue? Come on.
It's like a meme.
No, man, I could just get the meme.
Dude, I don't know. I've been kind of eyeballing that Godzilla.
The Godzilla bus?
I've got a figure of the burning one that's coming. So.
Do you guys have busts? Like, you guys buy busts or what?
No.
I don't. No.
No point. I don't see the point.
I like my stuff to move.
Yeah, I haven't seen a point in them either, but I mean, I guess it's the same thing as having a statue. A lot of people get statues and stuff like that. Figures, so I get it, but
I mean, they look cool, but I actually like to pick up my shit and mess with it.
Yeah,
I mean toys. Like,
yeah.
So, did we mention this is the these are the SDCC 2020 exclusives that we're going to be? Did we mention that?
Well, like a couple different companies. Yeah. Well, no, I mentioned it.
Sure you brought it up.
But so like here and what was it? NECA and a bunch of other companies are doing their SDCC exclusives that have been slowly popping up. So.
Who makes the Iron Giant right there? Is that Iron Studios? I mean Sentinel.
I'm looking at that.
Hang on, let's see here.
I don't know who makes it. It's like $20 though. It's not expensive, right?
No, it's
$40.
40.
Oh, 40. My fault.
Deluxe.
Diamond.
Good,
Diamond.
The box looks sick though. The box does look sick.
Oh, the box picture.
Looks nice.
So this is Diamond Select?
Yeah, it's a Diamond. Here, let me click on it to expand it.
That's the same company that makes Marvel stuff too, right? Like they do.
They make this is a PS exclusive. So they're the ones that also do the Mezco PX exclusive stuff too.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, it's tough. I might get that.
It does look
you're right, Wolf. Good count. Or what's that?
Is he holding a burger too?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Has he got metal in the hips? That's what it looks like.
What's that?
Like
something right here in the hip. I don't know.
I don't know. For $40, I bet that thing's all plastic.
Yeah, for $40.
It's gotta be. But dude,
gotta be 40.
Would you really want that thing in all metal though? That should be heavy as
Oh man, that thing will take off a toy or a toe of a little kid, man.
Who said it's for kids?
Yeah, it's so sovereign. That thing is packed.
Yeah,
man. Which one?
It'll stir up your toes. Yeah, Lowry, did you see that that spike coming from Lewin Resources?
I wish I didn't, but yeah.
Bro.
Dude,
somebody asked me, was I getting this? And I said, no. No.
First off, he looks like Robert Pattinson in Twilight.
Wait, what scale is this? Do you know how much?
1/6.
12 inch.
This is 1/6?
1/6 scale.
But dude, look at his face. He looks like Robert Pattinson from Twilight sitting in that outfit. Look at the face.
I think I'm okay without this. I mean, I'm sure someone can't wait to get their hands on this, but I'm
Wait a minute. How does he not come with a helmet? Get out of here.
Bro. I mean, the face sculpt, it's not bad, man. It's just, I don't have that giant Lewin Resources Optimus Prime to even sit this next to. It's supposed to be in scale.
I guess that's the only thing this would fit with, right? Because what else are you going to do with this?
Well,
you're not doing anything else with this.
This would be overscale for it because what the Lewin is, is it 24 inches or something? Or 30
it's 2 feet tall.
This is
a 2 feet. Yeah, it's 24 inches.
Overscale?
But this is half his size. It's 12 inches. So
this still works to me.
Yeah, I think that when you said Optimus Prime, like the little Prime and stuff next to him with the little spike, I mean, he's supposed to be at his calf. I mean, this won't be too bad.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's going to be too bad. I think
wearing galoshes.
I mean, if anything, I'd buy this to make it custom. That's about it.
You don't own a pair of glasses, Wolf?
Where's his raincoat?
You can roll the sleeves up on this thing.
He can. He sure can.
He got his shirt from the dry cleaner and was like, nope.
I'm wearing my glasses tomorrow. I'm taking a picture for y'all. I'll post
you got galoshes? Are they yellow or what?
Not yellow. They're not yellow. They're green, but I mean, you know.
Like, that's much better. That dude said, nah, they not yellow. They not yellow, but they green.
Totally changed my opinion.
He's like, I might be able to stop traffic walking down the road, but you know.
Do you wear it with your Riddler jacket too?
Maybe I do.
Hey, no judgment. I'm out of it.
I wear it whenever I feel thirsty.
So did you guys see pictures of that masterpiece movie, Ratchet?
Yeah, I saw that, man, and I saw the transformation video too. I am not impressed.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What did you say?
The Transformers movie master, Ratchet.
Oh, okay. Did I see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice alt mode, but it looks
almost
like
money.
a pile of parts. Just someone's like, boom, there you go.
The alt mode looks like
a
chug to me, man. It looks cheap. It looks like really kiddish toy. Like it's like a kiddie toy in robot mode, man. And the masterpiece line from Takara, especially with their movie stuff, is falling off tremendously. I'm not looking forward to any of that stuff.
It's what MP11, I think, is what it is.
MPM.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, dude, it's like MPM a fluorescent.
MPM.
I mean, it's not that bad for what it is. I mean,
it's
wait. So Lowry, do you think that looks like a masterpiece? I mean, give me your honest opinion. It's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
I mean, the way it looks right now with like the mismatched paint and stuff like that and the coat, no,
but what's that underneath? Like, can you go back one picture?
It's all his bits.
What is that under the bag? Like,
that's called
kibble.
Oh,
come on,
that's
bro.
Called kibble.
That can't be the bits. No, that looks like it's hitting the ground.
That's what they did with Ironhide, though. He had bits coming out of him.
Come on, man.
Yeah. But I mean, could it still roll though? Like, I feel like that's not going to roll.
See, I love how they strategically placed his foot right here to hide his hanging.
And maybe, because of that picture, maybe he doesn't roll. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it really rolls with the way that was.
So here's my issue. Here's my issue. Remember the old Leader Class, Starscream, and Ratchet from the actual store lines?
Yeah.
Those look better than these, and those were like $50. So you're gonna charge me almost $100 for this?
They sure are.
Honestly, this looked like to me. I thought this was the studio series. I thought it was the studio series.
I thought so too.
That's a fair assessment, Jay.
That's my point.
Yeah, very fair.
That's exactly my point. If this was a studio series, I'd be like, okay, this looks good for studio.
Right.
This is a masterpiece. This does not look like a masterpiece.
I don't know what happened. I think that dude pulled out sick that day or something.
They got the B-team designer.
Yeah, they put some pictures of somebody else in.
Would you buy the Lewin Lewin Spike over that?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I would.
I wouldn't buy either of them. Do I have a choice?
No, I'm saying you had to.
I'm with you.
Had to.
Yeah, but
you know
gave
what?
me a
I would
choice, I
buy
got to.
both. I'd buy both, and then I would put them in a barrel and burn them.
What?
Okay,
No,
okay, I'm back
kidding,
on board
just
with you
kidding,
now.
Wait, repeat that, Lowry. I don't think
I said,
said.
so what I said was I'd buy both. I said, but I put them in a barrel and burn them.
When you said yes at first, I was like, oh, he lying. And then he said that. I'm like, okay, that's Lowry.
But you know, because Lowry buys everything, so I wasn't surprised. I'm like, all right. Sounds about right.
I might buy it to build my own shit, like repaint it myself. Like,
Yeah.
no,
like,
I mean,
make
it's
that
fun
amount
for
of it.
what it is. Just it's not what I feel like. And if for all our other listeners out there, if that's what you're into,
Yeah, man. If you like it, you win, dude.
Yep. But speaking of, more Transformers, did you see the X-Trans bots? What the hell? People like hitting me up and shit.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to getting those new head sculpts, man, because they give you so many different faces with that, and it looks like they're gonna come out with the trailer.
Faces,
yeah, you're getting 8 new face sculpts.
8.
So we got
But this and this, these look the same, just different angles. Like these.
Yeah, that's all they are.
Is that what it is?
Are you sure it's 4 or is it just a 2? And
to me, here
he's
doing, dude. This kind of reminds me of what's his name from Zoolander, like doing the turnaround.
So is it 2 new head sculpts then?
So it looks like there's 4 head sculpts.
4.
Like, so
okay.
It's these two, these two, these 2, and these 2. Like this one here, like he's got the pouty look. This one here, like he's got the proud sticking duck lip look. And then here he's got the look of like, remember like the memes, like the picture, like, this, and then this one here, it just looks like he's trying to take a giant crap. Like, I don't know.
Yo, Lowry, you talk about taking a crap a lot with these faces. I think you got a meme of somebody that if they cross you, this one when it comes out is gonna be terrible.
I've got plenty. I still have them in my pocket. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm just kidding though. But like, realistic, they're actually not that bad. They're pretty decent sculpts.
Yeah, they're not, and they're coming with the trailer from what I understand. So,
really?
Yeah.
So it looks like it's the whole head, not just the. Is it just the whole head piece, or is it just
that part was not clear?
Because to me, it looks like it's like all one piece.
It looks like the whole head piece.
The whole piece looks like the ball joint. And all
I
that.
think that's how it comes. It comes, right? Just the whole head piece.
Well, didn't it come with a second head already? A second face sculpt? I have to look in the box.
I don't know how to buy that one.
Yeah, I bought it for.
Right?
Yeah, I bought it for the truck mode only, and I transform. Anything I get, I'm gonna transform at least once. But I put it back in truck mode quick because. So
you have all the X-Trans box just for alt mode.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because they fit in with the car bots, so it'll be perfect. I mean, to be fair, Fans Toys does too, very well. I might add.
Speaking of junk, did you guys see the Junkions?
I sure did.
Dude, I'm pretty excited for these.
I'm not excited that they announced this and like they're coming out in like a week or something. God!
I think 2 of them are in June and 2 are in July.
You know what I'm saying? Didn't give me a chance to save any money up. What the hell am I supposed to do here?
I love how this one has the automatic like FU middle finger like sticking up. Like,
yeah,
I don't think that's a middle finger.
It's a pistol. But I saw that. I was like,
middle finger. It looks like it.
But I did think that at first. I'm like, wait a minute.
I thought the same thing.
Dude, like I thought it was like the whole RoboCop thing where it comes and sticks out, or if he's like, But dude, it's funny as shit. Like I don't know, I kind of dig this one.
Yeah, I'm in on all of them. I am a little weirded out at the fact, and I think these might just be temporary dates because it's.
I think so too.
We had 2 this month and 2 next month.
I hope so too. This is way too fast, man.
But to be fair, they already have the modes for these things. They just had to make a couple of tweaks, so they mass produced a couple of pieces. Because these things are all supposed to be swappable anyway, which is a great gimmick anyway. So,
did you guys see the hands on these things?
Yes, they look very different.
They're not doing the individual figures anymore.
They're
pinned.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. I think one of the biggest complaints about KFC, right, with the hands.
Right.
Yeah, how loosey goosey.
Yeah. So they changed that up. So good on them for that.
Yeah, but they're gonna make some.
Yeah, these are the ones earlier aren't even.
So you guys don't like the KFC hands, individual?
I don't mind them.
They were okay.
A lot of people complained.
I will say that. I mean, they felt loose, but they were tighter than I give them credit for. I guess if that
What
makes
it
any
is,
sense.
what it is
I
that
get
the
it.
problem was, and what I could probably show you guys later. So on the ones that I had, if you kind of look, they were all kind of zoom in. See how like they're kind of ball joints up here?
Yeah, and the tips.
They're actually pinned now. If you actually look at the hands now, it doesn't look.
Yeah,
like
it's supposed to be the ones like they did on their remake of their Trailbreaker.
Mm-hmm.
Those are pinned.
Dude, he looks wicked. Look at him.
Yeah. Even though it looks like a Rolo on his arm.
That shit's
I like Rolos, man.
Me too.
Dude, those things are awesome.
I've never had a Rolo.
What? Oh man, them things like melt in your mouth, bro. You gotta get you a Rolo.
Get you a bag.
Get you a Rolo. Next time I see you, I'll bring you a pack for sure.
Dude, this looks like the Reese's Pieces edition. Like,
yo,
those colors.
The new color on the wheels.
I like it.
I just hope the freaking nipples don't pop off everywhere.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he doesn't have nipples.
I don't think they'll have them.
Well, not the chest nipples, but look, he has it on the knees.
Spike.
Spike. There we go.
Oh, nipples. Like, what?
I was like, nipples and knees. Nipples and knees sounds like a really bad album.
Fair enough.
Need nipples on it.
No, but it looks like roughly, like at least BBTS, most of these are roughly about 120 or something.
The 120
a pop, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna have to buy 2 at a time, maybe.
Did they go up $20? Weren't the other ones originally like $99 when they dropped? And you can get a 2-pack for like $179, I think.
I think that's how it works. I think these might be more painted though than the original ones.
Yeah, there's more paint on them. They were $189 for the 2-pack, and you get them individually for $99 a piece.
Yeah.
Well, look, they got different colored nipples for you this time, so you should be good. So you can't lose them.
Yeah, you see that?
Gray. Actually, I kind of like this like silvery gray look on
that dark gray.
Yeah, I like
dude, look at this gold paint on his chest, though. Look at this.
Yeah, it's sick,
nice.
man.
That does look really good.
They will have their own shelf.
I kind of want to have like a movie version shelf with all those kind of like standing around.
It's gonna be dope.
Would be good if I had a big shelf and big enough for it.
I don't remember the other ones having the decals. Like
that's new. That's new. That's gonna be tampoed on there.
Mm-hmm.
What were you gonna say, Wells? Sorry, we cut you off.
No, it's all good. I was gonna say it'd be dope to see how many people change up because the parts are interchangeable, so it'd be fun to see how many different designs people put.
So look at the flame. It's got a metallic paint look to it.
Yeah, that looks really
good.
See
that?
That's where the money is right there. That's where there's extra money.
Absolutely.
I'm okay with
it's worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's less repro labels people have to buy.
Right. Now, are you guys gonna
Wolf?
No, go ahead here.
I said unless your name is Wolf.
You're not stopping me.
you know he loves his labels. Boy.
Yeah, man.
I like his weapon. I like his weapon right here.
Yeah.
And it looked. I couldn't tell if it was bendable or not. Is it bendable?
It is. You could see. Let me go back to the picture so you could see here. He's got hinge pins. There's a pin, or maybe not. There's a pin here. There's something here, here, and here. So yeah, it does.
That's sick.
The only thing I'm concerned with about putting this tire on the back is remember how this part like stuck out? Like it's probably going to stick out. Like I'm kind of curious to see a profile picture to see if anybody.
Yeah, they're all going to stick out.
Yeah, you can see it bend. You can see the hinge pins in it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good.
That's sick. Okay, a la kind of like Megatron almost with his mace.
Yeah, right.
I like that silver gun, man. That looks good.
Man.
Yeah, it makes it stand out.
Sure it does.
Yeah, they did a good job.
KFC come a long way. Bravo to them. Bravo.
Yeah. The whole KFC X Transbots family, man, they've done a lot of great innovations and things. Gravestone was still not one of my favorite, but the other bots were pretty good.
It looks like the transformation's pretty much the same.
Yeah,
it looks like it. So are we posing these in bot mode or all?
I might have one or two, maybe. I may have one in cycle mode, but it just depends if I can pull off that background that I want, like a Junkion trash.
Mm-hmm.
This head's kind of.
Then they'll all be in.
Is it me or is this head kind of weird?
Yeah, it's a little thinner in the face.
It's kind of got a Lost in Space like robot vibe to the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh man, somebody photoshopped real bad. The tire's cut in half. No, I'm just kidding. look at that. Nah, dude, I'm in on all these.
Yeah,
I'm in. I just hope they're spaced out a little bit.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna get hit
they all have the same date.
We're definitely gonna get hit hard.
They all say August right now, so yeah.
I heard June for 2, July for 2 more.
That's what I heard also. You know, it'd be pretty badass. And KFC, if you're listening, I highly doubt it. But if you are, include a pair of hands to replace on the first original 2.
That's a good thought there, Lowry. Doubt it'll happen, but that's a good idea. Well, they're also giving Junk Keep a reissue, so maybe that one will have new hands.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of interesting. Like, I think that the newer reissue, like all of them, you can swap their arms and their hinge.
Just take the hands off of this one and make it in the Junk Keeps.
Yeah. What the hell is this? I don't know what that
That's a net.
Oh, is it a net?
Oh, nice. Because they definitely used that in the movie.
Yeah. Nice. The thing you saw the one time,
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, boy.
Yeah, so they like even the dump yard, like which we saw. Oh man, look at wait a minute, he's painted a little different than the original.
Yeah, that's the one
that's part of the reissue.
Yeah. So what we have to remember also is that when these two came out, they came out together. They did drop them together. So
they did. Yes,
it's a chance that we will get 2 at a time.
Right.
I wouldn't
okay
be
with
surprised.
That. I just don't want them in the same month.
All right, yeah, it was $169 for the 2.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
And that actually might be the reissue. What date? Oh, they don't never tell you. Yeah, what does it say the date was?
It says June of 2020. So
yeah, okay. So
I didn't realize they were reissuing this one with this one at the same time.
Me neither. Yeah, see, that's the one with the black beard and the gray face. The original, I think, had a brown face with a brown beard.
Yeah, that wasn't the final. That picture we're seeing right now is not the final render.
I'm kind of curious to find out. I have to go back and look at that. Yeah, so yeah, man, I'm pretty excited about that shit.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. And keeping it with the futuristic robot type stuff, NECA Back to Future Ultimate 7-inch Tales of Space Marty McFly. Now, y'all gonna have to help me out with this one, because I don't remember this one from Back to the Future at all.
This is that one scene where he's trying to convince his dad to take his mom to the prom, so he dresses up as a space alien.
Yeah. Okay. So he's standing above his bed, and he had like the tape cassette on his head. Remember that?
Yeah.
My name is Darth Vader. I remember that. I remember that now. Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Got it.
And I gotta tell you,
it's kind of a cool
face sculpts on these things. I don't like them. They don't look that great.
Yeah, that looks a little weird.
It just looks like he's seen a pair of boobs for the first time or something. I don't like it. Whoa!
Maybe he did. So, are any of you in on that?
No,
I'm not.
I think it's cool. I like Back to the Future. It's one of my favorite movies, but I'm not in for it now.
The only thing I'm into is the DeLorean. I mean, that's the only thing I'm into from that.
Yeah, me too. That car is iconic, man.
Dude, I want to get that from that 6 scale. I've been like eyeballing that.
Yo, so are you gonna do the build one?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
That one's back
up. Is that still available? Yeah. I know we talked about this last week. It's still available now.
Mm-hmm.
So I got some more information on like the Gone in 60 Seconds, stuff like that, the version of that. They turned around.
Eleanor?
Yeah, so they actually pushed it back. So they pushed it back a little bit because they didn't realize with all the COVID stuff going on right now how popular all those sets have become. They've been hit. Like, they've been having a hard time. Like, I got an email telling me that, like some of the extra gifts are on back order, so they're not going to send me my next set until they get the gift set. The gift stuff, like I think the U.S. you don't get a mug, but I don't know. You may, I don't know. But
so that's kind of like Legos. They dealing with the same stuff that Legos dealing with. A lot of their stuff is back ordered right now. Like that Lamborghini that we had showed, it was sold out within about 2 hours website and went to back order. Like that thing went quick.
And then did you guys see this? I might, as bad as this thing looks.
Yeah, I think definitely went quick, bro.
So this Galvatron, the last night.
Oh no, I did not see that.
This is actually from what is it? Unique Toys. To stick with the the big guy in the background.
Oh, that's their Galvatron, the one that turns into the pickup truck?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. I didn't see the robot mode of it. You showed us the
so here's the robot mode of this thing. Just to kind of give you an idea. And this actually transforms into that truck.
I want to see how it happens.
It transforms into that.
And that's crazy.
That's kind of cool. They include that extra figure though.
See, that's a masterpiece, boys.
Wait a minute.
Exactly.
You see the door? It looks like the door opens.
Yeah, that's the last two they did. I think the Prime they did, and then
yeah, dude, they're phenomenal. They're great.
Those are good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that Ratchet's not good. This is good.
Yeah, agreed.
And a lot of people like hate on these designs, but dude, like the engineering to get from this to this is crazy.
Yeah, I got to see that transformation.
I bet you his whole body.
That's gonna be a nightmare, but man,
that's definitely a nightmare.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to sit back and get some popcorn and drink a beer and watch Bobby transform.
Before you gotta get ready before you go in, huh?
Yeah.
But look at it. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean,
this thing makes you want to slap your mama, boy. This thing looks great.
Hey, mama!
Word.
But look at that. You could see. You could definitely.
Look that back cleans up. Look at that.
Look, you see the tires up here. Look at that. Like just sitting up there.
Dude, but you can barely see anything else. Like you would not know.
There's a tire down here. You can see it.
That's what I'm talking about.
This does not look like a truck. I wouldn't even guess that it's turned into.
Look at this. So check this out. So you see the way the calf is. There's a tire in here, and there's a tire down here.
Yo, I might be tempted to go in on this, dude, just because of the engineering.
Yeah,
because I think the character in the movie was trash, but
that looks well done though.
Not a fan, but
I'm gonna go ahead and get it, dude. Like.
Yeah, because you got Challenger, right?
Yeah, I got Challenger, and then I got both of them sitting back behind me. So.
Yeah, see, you gotta have this. You gotta have him fighting somebody, right?
Like these, I don't mind. Like, just because of how, like these, I think of like straight up, masterpieces. But but shout out to our buddy Tim K. He actually showed. He kind of forwarded this along. If you guys want to talk about this,
dude, this thing looks sick.
Right?
Especially for a chug. I mean, this thing looks like a mini masterpiece.
This is a chug, or is this a legend?
This is Earthrise, right?
Is it Earthrise?
The new Transformers Earthrise.
This is because they were talking about doing the whole movie line too. So to be honest, if they do a movie line, I'd probably buy those.
Yeah, I might do the same, dude. Just to have something to flip back and forth really quick. Maybe put on my desk at work and leave there.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I think these are great for. These are, like you said, these are like masterpiece chugs, man. Like these things look like there's a good things to have on your desktop. These are great.
Yeah, they've come a long way from the Combiner Wars. I'll tell you.
That dress looks more G1 than the reissue. Or I mean, the original chug stuff, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder what's going on here. I don't think the legs are transformed all the way yet.
Yeah,
no, I don't think so.
Yeah,
you can see the the left leg looks like it's a little longer.
Yeah,
than the right one.
It probably slides down inside the leg or something just to snap.
Yeah.
Look at that Megatron. That Megatron looks really G1, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, yo. The Earthrises really do look good, man. Like if I know Eric B. I don't know if you ever had any of them, but just to play with them, they are really nice to play with. Bro.
I haven't had Earthrise, but I had a couple of Siege figures. I had the the one that goes, but the like the builder stuff, like the one that goes with Triptychon and the other one that goes with Fort Max, and those are cool. So I imagine something on a larger scale would be pretty dope.
Yeah, I had the Prime Siege, and it's a great little figure.
Too.
It's a great little figure.
It's good to play with, man. It really is. These are fun to play with. You want something just to play with, you got a little anxiety, you want to play with something.
Yeah.
These are perfect.
Look at that sound wave, man. That sound waves
it does look good.
G1, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to them to getting back to the roots and for the collector. But what I thought was interesting out of this, that Maverick, that crossover. It seems like Hasbro has been doing these crossovers. They did the Ghostbusters Ecto-1, and now they're doing the Top Gun crossover for Maverick, and I think I'm getting that.
That's cool.
I'm a sucker for planes, and
that's what the one from the Bumblebee. Is that the one from that?
No, I don't even think it's that. I think this is straight from the movie, and
I think it's an original mold
character. Yeah, kind of like Ecto-1 was Ectotron.
The character is called Maverick. If you look down the bottom corner,
I see that part, but I'm kind of looking at his chest, and it kind of looks like what he did in Bumblebee.
Oh, kind of like the what's his name? Blitzwing. That wasn't Blitzwing, but
kind of looks like him, like that type of mold.
No, it looks I don't think that's it, but we won't know until we see full release photos.
Dude, these Earthrise figures are getting me tempted just to pick them up.
Yeah, I think I've sold myself. I think I'm gonna buy that. I think I'm gonna buy that Maverick.
Yeah, I have a few of them, man. The Earthrise, like I said, they're really fun to play with, man, and they're good. You want to put something on your desk at work or whatever the scenario is, they're good.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
So speaking of something to play with, you guys check out this Initial D.
Yo, I saw these and instantly thought of you, Lowry. I know you like to do model kits and you like to collect. What is it, 1/32 or 1/24?
No. I do 24 scale. Which it's actually these two are 24 scale.
Yeah, at the bottom there.
Yeah.
So I thought those were pretty cool, man. They look good. They look good.
Let's see, let's look at the 32nd scale. Dude, this is they're not. It's just.
What is Initial D?
Initial D is like drifting. It's actually an animation. And it's literally about like
drag race.
It's like drifting, like underground drifting, shit like that. There's actually an animated cartoon series, and there's also a live action film.
Okay.
Like, dude, I love those, like the AE86, you know, like the FD, like I love the FD series, which is an RX-7. Dude, I love those. I actually had the diecast version of this AE86, which it's basically here it's a Toyota Corolla. It's like the hatchback version of that, but that's what it is over there. It's an AE86.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how these come out, man.
Absolutely.
I did not see the materials to see what they're made of outside of plastic. It might have some die cast in there, it might not.
It just says plastic model based off the end.
Yeah, I don't think there's die cast in these. How much are they?
Well, it's $35 for a model kit.
35 for the.
You will see.
It's $12.99 for the smaller kit, and it's $35 for the larger kit. So
maybe the larger kit, but I can't see the smaller kit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The larger kit, the one that he had just shown on the screen. Laura, you in on any of these?
I might get them just to try to do it for a Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, I think I might. I don't know.
I was doing a couple noodles joint.
Yeah,
actually, I was going to bring that up.
I forgot to pop that in the note.
I know it's not out yet, but I'm just saying.
I actually ordered it, so
you did buy it. I remember.
I did buy it.
That in the funny, lighthearted news.
So for all the people out there, you know, I build model kits and stuff, and Bandai came out with a couple noodle kit.
Yeah,
and people were laughing at me about this. I'm like, dude, I just want to do it just for the hell of it.
Talking about a weird toy.
Just for the hell of it. I know, right? But the thing is, you can build this and put this on your desk at work, and nobody would even know anything.
I mean, let's be realistic. You could probably open up a couple noodles. You could probably open up a couple noodles and still stick it on your desk now, and it'll still stay like that.
Can you imagine, somebody actually eat noodles and you swapped it out with this one?
I would do that just to be a dick.
It even comes with little shrimp.
Yeah, it comes with shrimp.
It comes with everything, bro.
Look, it even has like the little scallions and shit in it too. Like,
word. The only thing it's missing is the sauce packet.
That's what I said. I was talking about that. You're like, yo, where's that sauce packet at? But look at this. So you make the whole entire cup, like everything. It's literally parched trees.
That's
like, look at this. You kind of put the whole cup together. And then it even has all the info on the back. But check this out. Look at that. That's all the parts that come together.
That's crazy, man. Who would ever
look at this?
Not me.
Not me. Me neither. Damn.
I mean, look at that. Look at that. You actually put together a model.
I've seen some pretty weird toys that are like knockoff stuff that you see on TV all the time. Like people talking about toy stuff, but like this one takes the cake.
now, Jason, would you call this master grade or what would you call this?
I don't know. A disappointment? Like, I don't know. Like,
no, what are you talking about? This is menu grade. Menu grade.
Menu grade.
So wait. So if this is like a cup series version of what they're doing, are they going to do like the spicy version? You know, like that spicy.
Yo, they might if this sells.
That spicy, like 2 times spicy shit, like. And the best part is it's scaled 1-to-1, so it's actually at the size of the cup.
Wow, it's just about ought to be. I mean, it's $35,
and it's based off of so they're celebrating 50 years of ramen noodles, or cup of noodles, and that's why they're doing this kit. And it's actually 3D scanned based off the actual items.
Wow.
So like that dehydrated nasty shrimp that they turn around and have, which I never get those. It's actually 3D scan of that. So I don't know.
Wow.
I did it just so.
What a time to be alive. We got transforming toilets. We got ramen noodle kits.
Yeah, man.
You're going to need that transforming toilet after that noodle kit.
And then last on this list, we kind of briefly said something about this, but we got the 86 the 86 movie figures for the Studio Series line.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Studio Series has been knocking it out the park. Those recreations of the Transformer movies, it's almost like mini masterpiece for a lot of them. Man. They look pretty good. So I'm interested to see what they do with the 86 line.
Ooh, this is interesting. So, I mean, if this is correct based off of this, it's saying that there's actually going to be a Grimlock with a wheelie.
Oh wow, nice.
Oh, no, yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be better than what XTB or whatever when they did there.
Well, anything's better than the first, second, and third, Ollie. So.
I hope it's a little smaller, just so it's like a little bit better with scale. If it is, I'll probably throw it with a masterpiece.
Yeah, man. Like we need some. Well, we know Fan Swiss is going to do it right, but we need somebody to do a wheelie.
And I wonder where people are trying to get it from. Like, I don't know if it's starting to go up yet or what, or if it's just rumors.
Yeah, right now, as of right now, this hasn't been confirmed by anybody just yet.
Walmart listing that someone found on the computer, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Here. And those are usually pretty accurate, so I got
Yeah. Huh. I agree. Right now, we got to take it as rumor until we actually see images pop up. But yeah, you're right, Wolf. Normally, when they get those SKUs out of Walmart or it used to be Toys R Us back in the day. They pretty much are spot on. Yeah, man.
All right, that's pretty much it. Rest of news, man. So that's pretty much it for the week.
That's pretty much it for this week, man. So let's get ready to wrap it up. Let's do some shout outs. Go around, tell people where you're at, man. Let's get ready to get up out of here. Let's start with you, Wolf.
Shout out to again Anthony Lewis and New York Mike. Thank you for your help picking up some figures. Shout out to 20% coupons. Shout out to yeah, that's why I got all these figures here. 20%.
Nice.
Shout out to D&E Collectibles. I'm gonna give them a little quick plug down here in Pittsburgh. Love them. You guys ever come visit? We'll go there.
Oh yeah.
As for that, you can find me again Facebook, your Instagram, Eric Von Wolfenstein, and every Thursday here with you guys.
Yes, sir.
Cool beans. Wells, what about you, baby?
Thursday. Shout out to the crew, man. The Nerds Have Spoken podcast. We're here every Thursday. Check out new content. And you can check us out on the meetup on Saturdays, where we have our nice marinated meats. Would like to share it, everybody? You can find me on Facebook, Ian Wellington, or you can find me on Instagram at _Riddler_circle. Also, you can check out, you want to get some good clothing wear, something to wear, something that resembles something that you're trying to get out there, whether you want to put your name or logo or anything on a shirt or anything on a hat, socks, sneakers, whatever you need. Check out Raquel Marielle Designs. They're on Instagram and on Facebook as well. Nice. And, shout out again to New York Mike for hooking me up with my pickups for this week. And, that's it.
Hey, could she put that picture of me with the horse on that shirt?
Absolutely.
Yo, I would rock the shit out of that.
Bro, actually, you know what? I'm going to make that. I'm going to wear that next week. I'm going to wear that next week. I swear to you, I'm going to wear that next week.
Oh, please do.
You need to get like a characterized version of it, like, just like a cartoon version.
Yeah. That'd be great. Nice, yeah, we're gonna do that. But yeah, man, love you guys. Shout out to y'all, man. You're doing what's up.
Yeah, man. Love you too, man. Lowry, what about you, man?
Yo, man, you can find me here with you guys. Every Thursday. Bullshitting, hanging out. Making fun of people ourselves. You can definitely ourselves. You can turn around. You can see us up on the meetups on Saturdays. We will have one this Saturday, by the way. I just couldn't do it this Saturday with everything going on, but we'll have it this coming Saturday. You can find us pretty much on Podbean, YouTube, pretty much everywhere, all your podcasts you listen to. Shout out to all of our friends and family, Roman collectors, Pinkerton, Dust Mites, and all them, Bobby, everybody. Shout out to all their shows that they're on and everything. And, shout out to Dust because he's been rocking those music video, like the music, like playing some of the old tracks and everything on some of the nights we're in. So, dude, it's been awesome. And shout out to the Total Package Podcast, Masterpiece Shitpiece, all the guys over there. And that's pretty much about it, dude. What about you, Burgess?
Yo, you can find me, your boy Eric B, in the Facebook groups under Eric and Siobhan Burgess. You can also find me personally on Instagram, where I have my own toy photography page. It has been silent for a while, but I promise to get back out there. It's Mr_EDub82. You can find me there on Instagram. My wife and I are CEO and also communications director and founders of a foundation called Kennedy's Village, which you can find right here. Boom. So you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter with that as well. And as far as shout outs, guys, I want to give a couple shout outs. One specifically to Sam Mead over there on the Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater Show on Friday nights. You can find on the Ram of Collectors YouTube channel. That guy has been out there protesting with the protesters peacefully. He is an ally to the Black community, and we appreciate him. There's many allies to the Black community. Shout out to Josh Fisher. Him and Greg did a show this week on All Queued Up, and it had Dante from Nerd Rage on it, where they talk about some of these social issues, which was great. And you need that. You need that in the nerd community because many times, we're having fun and that's all cool. But, when we go away from these toys, there's real life, right? So it's important to make sure that you're checking on your friends who are dealing with no matter what the issue is. We got a lot of people in our groups who suffer from depression, from anxiety, who are dealing with mental illnesses as well and mental anguish. So it's important, no matter what the social issue is, that you check on your friends from time to time, man. You see somebody who you haven't talked to in a couple weeks, send them a text, man, just to see how they're doing. You'd be surprised what that does for their day. Shout out to that. And then if you look right down, nope, did it wrong. Here you go. Boop, boop, boop. There it is. Look right down there, man.
Almost.
There it is. Right down there. That's where you can find all of our social media, all of the platforms that we are on. Check us out, man. You will have a new Meat Sweats with Eric B coming out this month. And this month is going to be brisket. And then right after that, I already got the other one fixed and ready for editing. And that one's going to be smoking some ribs. So it's summertime. We gotta start tossing these recipes out there. And if you guys want to see me make something, shoot us an email. If I think I can pull it off, I definitely would try it. I don't have a problem with it at all.
I just want to eat it.
So definitely, if you want to see Eric handle his meat, shoot it at hit us up and let us know.
No shame.
And if you don't, that's fine too.
Oh, you guys. But, a couple more shout outs and then I'm done. My daughter graduates from kindergarten. I forgot they do kid graduation still, man. But this will be a virtual graduation and our family is going to be doing a parade for her on this Tuesday. So shout out to Savannah, who just turned 6, who will be graduating from kindergarten. There's no more preschool. Kindergarten, going to the 1st grade next year, man. I'm so proud of that little girl. Very smart. Very smart.
Congratulations.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
Congratulations.
that. Well, guys, that's pretty much it.
Eric, wait, real quick, Eric. Did you ever talk about your Amazon link for Kennedy's Village?
I did not. Thank you so much. So, Kennedy's Village has now been approved through Amazon Smile to receive donations from Amazon. It's really simple, guys. Like really, really simple. You're already shopping on Amazon anyway, right? So what you could do is literally go to smile.amazon.com and select Kennedy's Village as your donation spot, your foundation of choice. And every purchase you make through Amazon Smile, they will donate up to 5% of that purchase right towards Kennedy's Village. So you guys can donate just by doing what you normally do, which is shopping anyway. And everyone's shopping right now because
shout out to that 5%.
Yeah, man. Never inside joke. Yo, but that is thank you again for reminding me of that. So there is not an app for the Apple App Store just yet, but there is one on the Google Play Store. However, if you want to shop via Amazon Smile, you can just use your web browser on your phone, or you can use a computer, and you can still select Kennedy's Village as your donation of choice. And you only have to do that one time. And every time you make a purchase, as long as it qualifies, they will definitely send us a donation. So we thank you for that. Yeah, thank you, Wolf. You're the man. You're the man. And with that, guys, the nerds have spoken. Let's get up out of here.
We out.
Yeah.
Catch you guys next week.
See you.